feeling because I looked at my mic and there was no red light. I was like, I wonder if that's new.
I'm red.
But now we are.
We're good? All right.
Live.
My bad. We're still new, bro.
Take
We're
two.
still new.
Take two.
This is episode what?
This is my first time.
8. I need a beer, too.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just grab a ton of them and put them up here.
Half shot is that?
We just took a fucking full one.
Bitch.
Give me the fucking half of it.
This is the pod, bro.
Johnny Anchor's down here.
Fucking driving, so I don't know.
She's got to see his Audi.
Yeah. Beautiful car.
That's why I like the Doctor.
RS3.
Ooh. Yeah. This thing is.
It's got some turbo.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's quick.
We live now?
We are live now.
Oh, cool. All right, boys. Cheers.
Thanks again. Take two.
Take two.
This is our second shot.
All right, cheers.
Starting off good.
And we so bake. Bake on the mortal.
Oh, Jesus.
We're a bake, baby. With the special guests of the year. Potentially.
That's kind of shooting kind of low. No offense, fellas, but this is January, and you said they're going to be recurring guests. So
the recurring guests of
the year
month?
of the month.
I don't know. We're gonna have a couple other guys on here. By the way, Liberty's hit us back up. He's blowing up.
Yeah, I need to. I need to get a board. So if y'all fuckers can join our Patreon, we can start. Contributing.
We're gonna get a whiteboard in here to track.
Yeah,
because I think eventually we're gonna expand it. But for now, this is the first meeting of the committee.
You guys are on everything, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Until Johnny Anchors gets us on Apple Podcasts, then we'll be on everything.
Yeah.
But
Spotify.
We're on Spotify, Pandora, Google, fucking everywhere. Amazon, we're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm surprised the Apple.
Not everywhere but YouTube.
We're on YouTube technically. I just don't upload anything because we don't have cameras. Because you're a punk bitch.
Yeah, that's mostly why.
We need cameras.
Yeah,
we'll get some cams.
I'm down for cameras.
That could be a New Year's resolution that we hadn't talked about yet. But
okay.
Well, how many cams are you gonna get?
Cameras.
Four-person episode. You're gonna need to hire a fucking crew.
I would just get one. You would scoot a little bit this way, and we'll put it in that corner so you can catch the whole room.
Jack is fighting back at me.
It's almost like the old live barns that they get at a rink.
Oh God.
But anywho, we're here at the fucking Mortal Sportsman.
Yeah, you want to
Committees Club.
You want to introduce these fellas?
Let's introduce the guests joining us live on a beautiful fucking Tuesday night.
You can't really say live because we're recording, bro.
Joining us in the new studio, we got our boys, Sniffs and Swigs.
Hello.
How you doing?
That's short for Sniffles and Swiggles, but
Swiggles?
Yeah.
Introduced first is the doctor himself, Sniffs.
Happy to be here.
Big Cowboys fan.
Big Cowboys fan.
Yes, big Cowboys fan. Named his dog Dez.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just got back from the Thanksgiving game against the Giants.
Yes, he was down there for that.
Good one.
Isn't it the anniversary today, isn't it?
Today is the 8-year anniversary, to give you an idea of Dez caught it.
8?
8 years.
I think it's
8 years ago.
Packers, right?
Dez caught it. We probably all know as any other casual sports fan.
Is that a bell moment or?
No,
I don't know what.
It could be. I mean,
I'm not a big sports guy. That's kind of why I'm here. I'm just to throw everybody off.
8 years ago, Dez Bryant had a questionable catch.
They ruled it a catch on the field.
Okay.
Ruled it a catch.
Fourth down.
Reviewed it, and then called it.
It was so controversial, dude.
Yeah.
Took like 3 steps, dove.
It was like, what is a catch?
He made a football move, in my opinion, towards the goal line.
He tried to go for the goal
how do you
line.
define a fucking football move?
He tried to reach out for the goal line, but it wasn't that obvious.
Downfield.
But he was, and they
Simple.
And it just
they ruled
lost it.
Yeah, I think he took
on
it.
the ground. It hit the ground.
Kid already took
we have the same exact one.
It was bad. And partially responsible
I also
for that.
have the special face.
Oh yeah,
nice.
totally. Yeah.
Nice.
I got
That
these
could be
other
best.
ones that I bought. This like mini mart near where I live, and they're actually pretty good. They're not as harsh as those things. Those things kick my ass.
Yeah.
Does it help your gambling?
No, but
Ladies and gentlemen,
still try.
Oh yeah.
she goes without another introduction.
This is the
Our
infamous.
man Swigs.
infamous betting Swigs.
Still down for the year. But
you know how many times you've been?
We hit a couple miracles.
You know how many times you've been mentioned on this fucking podcast already?
Yeah,
just by your ridiculous bets.
His parlays are legendary around the gambling chat.
He hits 10 legs like no one.
No one hits the 10 leggers like Swigs.
I got 15 more minutes and I got a lot more action. I already got one.
So read us off tonight. I know this is not going to be posted. But I just want to give the listeners an idea of what you take. Okay. Pull up your actual live 10-legger of the chat tonight because you showed me this earlier. He had PSG, a European soccer team.
I took a -1 too.
You have to. It's a lock.
Yeah, they won 2-0, so they covered.
Okay.
But I took some hockey and some NBA. I took Bucks money line. Celtics, I teased them down to -4.5 because I think they're going to win by 5.
We'll check that one later.
Their line was like 9.5 or something, I think, tonight. So
it's not a bad bet. But it moves the odds, but it's fine.
I got the Caps. I got the Leafs in the over, Edmonton in the over, and then the LA Kings money line. That's 25 to win 1,200. So
how can that not hit?
It's a lottery ticket because all those things very much could hit.
It's gonna hit.
I don't know. I like the overs in it.
He likes the overs, the hockey overs, the team that wins and the over. It's almost
kind of
like
a little mini parlay.
Yeah,
you can kind of just it adds a little value to it. So 5.5 isn't too bad.
My parlay experience is with UFC fights. I do the whole card. That's what I do. And
you like pick'ems?
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the best.
Because, I also don't know enough about football yet. I mean, this is my first year back into the fucking league because I just stopped.
You're talking about fantasy?
Yeah, I stopped doing fantasy, so I just stayed out of football. I just didn't have time for it. I fucking got other shit going on. Yeah. You guys obviously don't understand that at all because you make time for football, I'm sure. But I don't.
I'm out on
1 or 2 days.
I weaseled it down to 2 fantasy teams this year. I only had
just 2?
And I made it to the final. Well, I made it to the semis in my one league.
Yeah, you beat us. You beat us in the fucking first round.
Because we were doing this podcast, I signed up for 1 fantasy football league. Yeah, I came in 8th of 8.
No,
this is the one you came in with Josh Allen?
Good.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, one of the reasons I really wanted to bring Sniffs specifically on the show is for his Josh Allen slander, which he is famous.
Yeah. You've been mentioned a couple times, too.
I've been laying it off lately.
I don't want to get into it right now because I want to give him a couple opportunities to get a little bit more liquored up. But on your parlays, Michael, for your parlays that you usually do, what would you say your, weighted average for the year ended up being because you do it on like FanDuel and DraftKings and shit, right?
Yeah, FanDuel.
Okay, and you've hit those parlays before though.
Yeah, I think my biggest one was like $2,400 this year.
Okay,
I think I won.
This year?
Yeah, well, this
past calendar year,
okay.
whatever.
I had a couple though.
Rolling 12 months.
I hit like two $2,000 parlays, and then I hit like probably 6-7 other. I don't know. There's a year in review. FanDuel actually sends you like a year in review.
Yeah,
with your
send you how many bets you hit.
Because you gotta claim that, motherfucker.
We already had a discussion today.
Well, I don't even think I really have to. Well, I have to say something when I claim.
No, you didn't win anything. If you don't claim anything, nothing will happen. If you claim the losses, you'll get 25% back your tax bracket.
So I claim.
Yeah, you get like $400 back. You should claim it for sure.
Yeah,
fucking
just plug it in and go.
Yeah.
Claim it for sure. Especially if you're on the negative, fucking A, claim that shit.
The question is how he hits these parlays.
but
He's still in the negative.
It's crazy how much.
Yeah, so how much are you in the negative though?
I'm down like $1,900.
You get $400 or $500 back instantly.
That'd be good.
So like to me, like for all like how many bets I put into, I'm kind of even.
And that's none of your deduction. That's like part of your deduction, so you just get that.
Yeah.
You need to claim that.
But I hit a lot of bets.
You hit the 2,000, and then like 2 days later, you hit the 1,300.
And it's usually like, to me, it's usually mixed too. Like I'll have like a couple different sports and I'll have hockey, basketball, football or something. So those are the ones that if I stick to like, hockey's my main sport, I'll do like a hockey parlay. Those things all like lose on me every time.
So in the hockey game specifically, because they're not, to me, betting on hockey, and I've played hockey my whole life.
You just got to mix a couple in each sport.
The puck bounces off the boards. It goes in the net. You never
put
know.
$25 on it, you can get $1,000. If you pick like 5-6 teams,
Yeah, I do the
decent. Like I watch all the.
I do the UFC parlays for $1, where I can win 122 grand for picking all of the goddamn fights. Those are the gambling odds I like.
Get rid.
It just depends on what size scratch-off ticket you want to buy.
Put like $10 in, and then just kind of like do a couple upsets. Mix it up a little.
So I do. I've explained it on the podcast before, but what I do is I take the whole card, bet every fight 5 different times for $1. Then a couple fights go in, probably around 12. I do another bet for the remaining 10. And then when it gets to the main card, I do the remaining 5, like 5 different times each time. So I spend like $15 for the whole card.
The odds go down.
The odds go down, but I have
hit the full
fun.
card.
That's fun. That's a fun way to bet, too.
Yeah. It's fun to watch the card, too, because then you're really rooting for somebody. Even if you don't know the fucking fighters. And you're watching like, come on, you motherfucker!
We came here, we watched one of the cards with him, and it was like, we all bet him. It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, can we all agree on it? Like, I think the funnest thing to bet on is fighting.
UFC?
Do you remember
like,
that girl?
Were
you there when the girl was beating that other girl
for
up?
sure.
Which one?
During the fight we were at.
Oh, I don't. Wait.
After you might have not been there. This girl got pummeled for 3 rounds straight. I was horrified. I had like $200 on it, and she gets up and just one punches the girl after. It was crazy.
Shit.
You talking about Amanda Nunes or?
It was like a minor. They weren't that big. I had no business.
The one that we watched didn't have any girl on the fight,
fights, no.
which kind of sucked. But
the girls are.
It kind of
not as
they're
many.
so
Not
fucking
as many girl
badass.
fighters,
But
right?
it's also because
There's not as many.
there's not as many people that can challenge the champion too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some guys that are like almost unbeatable as well in some weight classes.
Is John
one of the
Jones
top guys
coming back this year?
The girls, the good girls, are unbeatable.
He's been saying that for
Double secret
2 years now.
well. He's been talking. He's been saying to go to heavyweight since like 2014. He hasn't done it.
Well, he's big enough.
I'm
now.
ready for Jones. Dude, I'm a hometown guy. He's got a little
I
sketchy background.
Completely disagree with you there.
Well, you don't.
I don't care if he's a hometown guy or not.
He's
Fuck
a dick.
that guy.
He's been through. Close, like Utica,
something like that. Yeah.
I think it's Utica.
Binghamton or something.
That's not.
Doesn't train here. Doesn't train. Trains somewhere else.
No, he trains in New Mexico because he's a fucking backstabbing asshole.
He's kind of a scumbag, but he's also one of the greatest.
I really hope that he goes to heavyweight and he gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
That's what I hope.
He's gonna beat your ass if he hears this.
Fuck him. Come get some.
Yo, I do not want a high kick from Johnny.
Oh damn!
Is that better or worse?
I like it.
I kind of like it.
All right.
I like it.
Does that keep everybody awake? He looked like he was falling asleep. I don't know if that's the drugs or.
I smoked a couple bing bongs.
Or Sniffs over there. No, Dr. Sniffs?
No,
Dr. Sniffs is fine.
I'm good.
He had a good point though over there. I want to bring it back to him because he's a big hockey fan. He knows a thing or two about it. Swigs, he knows how to gamble on hockey. But my man Sniffs knows a thing or two about the game. Maybe that no one who's ever played before, the only perspective that he could give is on that. Tell me the secret of hockey.
I mean, the puck bounces off the boards. Sometimes it goes in the net, sometimes it doesn't. It's like pinball. I mean, you could be good at it, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of physics and luck involved.
I mean,
there is.
I would like you to explain the physics.
But there.
It's slippery ice. The puck slides.
Swigs has played the game. He knows the game.
I'll say this. He is right in that aspect, but these players play for that. They know there's bounces and tips.
They're smart about
pinball player.
Best pinball player.
You put it on net, son. That's what you do.
All you do is put it on net.
Rip this.
Puck's on net. Sometimes you tip it in there.
You might score.
Sometimes it goes in. Sometimes it goes in.
Dude, me and him were third line
Johnny
grinders.
Johnny Akers. Not
8 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yo, but
Third
we
line.
called this.
We were third line.
Johnny
we were third.
J.A. You almost got it.
Just call me Josh. Just call me Josh. If you want. I mean, J.A. I almost made it that as a funny alias because it's J.A. Johnny Anchors, Josh Allen.
You know how it is when you grew up with somebody, you know?
I get it.
Call him by a
it's
certain
hard.
name.
I get you. In this room, we're different people.
So that's going to be a fun one for BJ Fest.
We're the same, but oh,
We
jeez.
got a lot of faith in the
I thought I brought this one out though from last night
What are you doing now?
because it's almost specifically
You
what he
better
said.
send
So
me
watch
this
that.
video.
Is this live?
We'll post the video.
What is it? The pinball?
It's a pinball goal
This is
from
me
last
golf.
night. Yeah, it's myself.
I mean, Kane won the cup. Kane won the cup.
scored a fucking
shooting it from
hattie last
behind the net.
See that?
What a goal, bud.
So watch how the shot comes in, and yes, it is pinball, but the position and the skill and the knowledge that it takes for even me as the guy who just plays in fucking beer league.
Dude, how do you feel about the Kane goal? The Kane goal that won the cup and ended the season. I mean, no one even knew the guy scored.
Not
he
great
shot
about
it from behind the net.
It's also like
no, it wasn't from behind the net. It was on the goal.
Crosby scored the game winner in the gold medal game against USA on Ryan Miller, almost very same way, where it was like from the corner.
Miller.
You tell me it's just kind of sitting there, right place.
All players in the world.
Yeah,
the Europeans, Canadians, they pinball like no.
The Europeans are better at the pinball.
It's exactly.
I love
what
it.
We need to
South America, no pinball.
It's all just physics, luck, and being I guess Anglo-Saxon.
short Anglo-Saxon.
Short Nordic or Anglo-Saxon.
I want him. He looks Icelandic, doesn't he? He looks like
he does. Sniffles.
I could play puck. I was 10th in the world at NHL 11 for a long period of time.
You just used the J shot.
You might have to talk to remember Squeals, McSqueals?
Yes.
From,
yeah. I remember Squeals.
Yeah, he was like number one in the world. Don't quote me on this, but he was number one in the world on one of the NHLs. Like when we were in high school.
Yeah.
Casual.
Oh, dude, this kid grinded.
Message him.
I'd take you on right now. I know that I lost
120 and 9.
He beat me one time. I was very confident.
I haven't played Shell in so long.
Sniffs, admit this. He's an old college buddy, and to give the viewers a little bit of background, Swigs, one of my oldest friends from before then, and then I used to sell weed to Sniffles in college, so that's how we became friends. And I bet him when we were living together in college in a game of Shell.
Just goes to show you that
I was very
friendships
confident.
made with weed stay together.
Yes, that's 100% fucking accurate. We smoked a lot of fucking pot before too as well.
Yeah,
but on that note,
JA.
we played Shell. I was very confident in my abilities, and I did not win. So I think it was for what, like 10 or 20 bucks? 10 bucks. 10. I gave him a Canadian 10. Told him to go to the bank.
I walked to the bank and exchanged it for $12.
I was like, fuck off.
Oh man.
At least I made him walk to the bank for $2, 2 extra bucks.
Canada's fun. I've had a lot of good times in Canada. Toronto.
Should we talk Canadian sports or should we talk some Canadian football or some American football?
It's a great segue. How about the CFL? The Argonauts
who's won the Grey Cup this year?
The Argonauts? I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about now.
The Greystone?
I know.
All right,
honestly, I can tell you right
now. What the fuck we talking
I know
about?
no CFL teams.
Argonauts, Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto Argonauts, and that's about it.
The Greybeards. I think there's like a gray something. I'm not
the Manitoba Greyhounds.
It's gotta be
the Greyhounds. Yeah, I think it's there's a Manitoba team. There's always a Manitoba team.
They're always strong defensively.
Has to be. If you're from fucking Moose Jaw,
corn-fed fucking.
There's some corn-fed boys up there in Moose Jaw, Manitoba, Saskatchewan. Actually, we do have a few Canadian followers. We support them in their hatred for Justin Trudeau. So thank you for that, Canadian listeners.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Who? What? What do you?
Bro, we got people
Trudeau
in
sucks.
Georgia.
10-4.
And Iraq. So our first ever episode, we said that I was going to be the Ayatollah of Iraq.
Iran.
He's right.
We have followers in Iran.
We have one follower in Iran.
Oh wow.
One listen to that episode only, so that's a good representation, right?
Yeah,
we did good.
We actually
put
asked
America in a good light on that one, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I'll get off on an even bigger tangent, but who do you think would play a better Ayatollah of Iran, Tom Cruise or Mel Gibson?
Tom. Tom's
would go
way more talented. Mel's so one-dimensional.
That's
usually
how we go down.
Scientology.
We play that game. Honestly, we could even come up with something after the break. We'll play a Tom Cruise or Mel Gibson because we haven't played that one in a while. That's one of our favorite games. We just come up with situations, and if you'd rather do it with Tom Cruise or Mel Gibson,
that's
one of them. It's Tom's
probably top 5 favorite human beings of all time.
When you get religious, you want to kind of maybe go down the spiritual avenue.
Well, he's
you think
not,
about
he's
Mel is
made up
He's
religious, dude.
He's
Tom is the
He's
pinnacle
in
of
Scientology. He's like one of the main guys.
Yes, he's big.
Dude, he's big bang.
He's big time.
We also, what we just watched wasn't Jerry Maguire.
Top Gun, Maverick.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick. I was not as
I could have done without seeing it.
I was not as
when he pulls up
satisfied as I thought I would be when I first watched it.
Is the best.
Why?
I'm not a movie guy, but Tom's my boy.
Yeah,
he's like 5'4".
Support that.
What's the one mission? What's the one mission in like one of the newer ones? He's scaling the building.
Wouldn't surprise me. Probably did it for real.
He did.
Yeah,
he always does. He always does.
He did.
He did.
Oh,
he did a fucking interview on it saying, "Yeah, we had to do it 6 fucking times."
Yeah. Well, tell Tom Cruise he's a fucking dingbat, dude.
Well, you can tell him yourself because you're on broadcast. So.
Tom, we love you,
Tom. If you hear,
I love you, Tom. Honestly,
Tom's a
good actor, weird
legend.
guy.
You're my boy.
How far would you go for Tom Cruise?
I'd walk 1,000 miles.
Okay, who would you trust? Who would you trust more to lead your team in a 2-minute drill with no timeouts left in an NFL football game as the quarterback? Tom Cruise or Mel Gibson? In their prime.
That's
their athletic prime.
I'm offended, honestly.
You think Tom? You can't even see over the line.
Tom looks like
fucking 5'7" all over the field like Drew
Russell
Brees.
Wilson or Mahomes. They're both successful.
Tommy kind of looks
tall.
like.
No, he's not.
He's taller than Tom.
He's like 6'1".
Flutie was pretty successful.
I'm talking about Flutie.
Drew Brees
is 5'9".
If he was out there with the flow,
A little bit.
You know,
Drew Brees.
Tom was never in a sports movie where he wasn't the agent.
Oh, Mel Gibson wins that though. He's a
Mel's an athlete.
Mel is washed.
Dude,
he's not physically gifted. Tom is a green screen god.
What's the movie?
He could do anything.
A green screen guy.
He is the green screen. He is
That's
the green
action.
screen actor.
He just does athletic things.
Boys, I got pissed, dude.
Already?
Whenever you got to.
Just cracked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but say you could
We
roll
can
out.
always
Sorry,
just.
No, I'm gonna whack this beer.
Okay.
You're gonna whack it?
You whack
I'm
that
gonna
thing
whack
down.
it as
All
well.
right. Well,
Gonna bring yourselves back.
because this is new.
So recently, the college football playoff.
Yeah, I didn't watch
It happened. I know you didn't watch it because I had texted you and I was like, he's like, is it going to hit or something like that? The guy who bet
So disappointed.
7.5 or 1.5 million to win 7.5.
Mattress Mac. Right?
Mattress Mac. Yeah, he's got $40 million from the Astros or some bullshit.
Yeah, he bet the Astros. He takes all the Texas teams, Mattress Mac. But
Fraud.
I want to say
Yeah.
that was a major fucking disappointment.
I mean,
hedge
dude,
lord.
All right,
he is
go on
the
your
hedge
rant.
lord.
Go on your rant about Mattress
There's
Mac.
no rant. He's a hedge lord. Everyone liked that. He's an advertising genius. He's hedging the shit out of that. Probably paying $100,000 and selling like 4,000 more mattresses at like $500 a pop.
Yeah.
And he's hedging his bets.
Yeah,
too,
he's the hedge lord.
That's what he does.
That's
exactly what
he
he's
does a fucking sale for if the Houston Astros win.
However
he gets
much
all
he
his money
won
off
on
and
a
then-
team, he just bets $1 million on each team.
Exactly.
probably.
Well, it's the oldest staple in
He
the
pays
world.
the VIG.
The best way to make money is to have money.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
always going to have money. You're gonna bet that much,
Even
like
need money. He's
Mayweather.
like 80 anyways. He's just.
But what a
trust fund at
legend,
this
though,
point.
dude. Imagine the freaking life that guy. He probably gets all the comps at all the freaking casinos. Probably
Mattress
a
Mac.
blast.
It's a very competitive industry.
It's probably
Mattresses.
a
Read into it.
blast.
Google it. It's a very interesting.
You guys know
Mattresses
about
is very competitive.
It's all scam advertising. Everything's it's get into it.
you guys know the guy Mick? He's got like long hair.
Look it up.
Our first bell of the episode.
his name's
Look
Mick.
up the mattresses,
Mick
people.
something, dude. This guy goes in, he bets hundreds of thousands of dollars on poker and like baccarat and
Who,
black.
Mick? Mattress Mick?
No, mattress. No,
His fucking cousin.
he's been in on like high stake poker. There's like another high stake poker league that isn't, World Series of Poker, but it's like another.
I have no idea what the fuck you're
The
talking about.
CFL?
I've seen this guy
the
from
CFL
TikTok
poker.
and shit too, though. Like seriously, this dude bets crazy money and he's like famous from it. It's like what? Obviously, I get it on my feed because I like to gamble.
Would
Sorry,
you
Mom.
say just a little bit? Do you take anything in that game though? Because I mean, I know you did because
TCU? Oh,
yeah, I had TCU
disappointed
money
the
line
fuck
because it's
out.
just like why the fuck not ride it for the fans.
Oh, dude, I wanted TCU.
It was the worst
That was
product
awful.
ever to be televised.
No, I
awful football game.
really did think TCU was going to put up a better fight than that. Man, that was brutal.
Well, not after the fucking
Georgia
speech he
spanked
showed
them.
me.
Yeah.
Spanked the shit out.
Bro, did you hear the speech that he gave before the fucking game? I would have went and
Who, the
ripped
TCU coach?
No, the Georgia coach.
The Georgia
No,
coach.
It's an NFL team. I mean,
Dude, he's I mean,
TCU
that
is
they have the recruit
fucking
status of
sideshow.
Alabama and like all that. Dude, they're taking over.
I
got
can't believe
that
you
one.
missed
SEC is like pretty much
Well,
taking over.
We'll listen to just like the first like half of it, but this is part of like Kirby Smart's pregame speech.
Trust your preparation. Your ass is prepared for this shit for fucking 365 days. I think about them fuckers in that locker room. Think about getting our opportunity.
50
and
nothing.
fuck their ass up. Don't think about scoreboard. Don't think about shit. You think about knocking the shit out of them. Did you hear what Fox said on Monday? When I sat in that fucking meeting, I wanted to go fucking play right then. Throw your shit up out here.
He's crap.
Fuck your shit up.
Fuck the shit up.
Pride and joy tells me you fuck these guys up. You gonna play the right way. You play the right way. You knock their ass off. You stay off the fucking ground. You tackle the fucking man with the ball. The shit's easy. Look at the right shit. Punish their ass on offense.
So I'm gonna say that gave me some very strong Greg Williams vibes.
Oh, he's all over.
I mean, you could talk a lot of shit.
No, but he's right though, dude.
Yeah.
Like, just smack him in the mouth. TCU, they had no chance.
You're playing against a JV team talking that much shit. I mean, come on, dude. Just tell the boys to go out there and win the game. It's like
If Michigan
straightforward.
didn't pull their casual, like, normal, complete collapse.
Well,
dude, they did everything they could to lose
Those
the game.
two
Michigan,
games were
and
incredible.
They barely lost.
Those two fucking games were great, though.
Did you just say they barely lost?
So Michigan barely lost.
Yeah.
And they did every single thing. They barely played football. They just
Yeah.
fucked up the entire time and lost by
Yeah,
like,
we
what, 3
watched
points?
it. I mean, I was smoked out of my
Those were
mind.
both great
What was the
games.
final score of that game? Did TCU barely
Fucking
win?
52 to
No,
45.
TCU Michigan.
52 to like 45.
I think it was like
It was like 51 to 49 or something.
Yeah,
like
2-point game, and Michigan just fucked
that. They were
up the
both
entire
2-point games.
At that point, we all should have known to hammer Georgia. We'd be in Miami right now on jet skis.
I honestly now, what is it, like the 5th year in a row, Harbaugh's already got the NFL. He's going to the NFL again. For sure.
Probably.
Damn, these boys know how to segue, bro.
42 to 41.
He's
So
going to the NFL.
51 to 45, I guess it was.
Yeah, 6-point games.
That
No,
was too much.
6-point game, yeah. Regardless of point stats.
No, they were all very, very close. Good fucking games.
NFL.
Well,
Harbaugh's
what was
going to
it,
the
that
NFL?
Alabama game was fun too. Like when we were watching that earlier.
The ball
on
dropped
day.
right at the end of the game. Everyone's been complaining about it. The bartender at one of the restaurants last night was saying all the girls were screaming about the ball to put on TV.
All the
and
boys
all
were
the guys
watching-
We're like, no, this is a game-winning field goal
Yeah.
to go to the natty. And he's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you got to do both.
Oh, because they didn't want to put it. They only had one TV.
One TV.
Yeah,
One
oh,
TV.
you gotta do-
Upscale restaurant,
We
one
did,
TV.
we did that at a house party. It was like flipping it back and
Wait,
forth. It wasn't a very.
what
It wasn't a very celebratory New Year's for anyone that was watching that
I
second
was
game.
gonna say you were with me.
No, I was talking to the bartender last night at Max, and he was saying that happened New Year's Eve. He was
Yeah.
conflicted.
That was I've never remembered a game going that late. I mean, it was what time did it start? 8:15.
That's weird that they would do that during the
Fucking
ball
forever.
drops. Like the ratings
Well,
on the game-winning field goal
no.
play, half the people watched it.
They start those games late.
I bet you the ratings on the fucking ball drop were a lot less because everybody was watching the end of the
Yeah,
fucking
it's one or
game.
the other. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but JA.
Yeah. Good job, Swigs.
Yeah, thanks.
Proud of you.
No cuts on that one.
Thank you.
But Harbaugh, he's going to the NFL. Right?
Yeah, I had a couple of coaches.
He might.
To who?
He might
Tomlin
go to
retired?
Denver. He
Tomlin?
could go to Denver.
Tomlin's out.
Denver's a high-paying job.
So a lot of people are saying he's gonna interview at Denver, and he also has one, I believe, in the Colts. But I think Denver.
The Colts?
Yeah.
They got Saturday. He's out.
Oh,
He performed.
Jeff Saturday.
No.
Come on.
They might put him on the staff.
No, isn't that the
somewhere
guy
else.
that's claiming it's Black Lives? Because somebody got fucking fired and saying it's because we're black.
That's in Houston.
Oh, sorry.
That's Houston Texans. Yeah.
Sorry.
But
Talking
that's
about
also what I'm going to say. I'm going to ring my bell.
Lovie Smith, that's his name.
Lovey.
They're going to try to get Leslie
Lovey.
Frazier to get the Houston Texans job, and Leslie's going to tell him to fuck right off. Because they'd be like, you're just going to keep doing the same fucking thing. Because they really are just bringing in black coaches and firing them after a year, every year. And they're an awful team. They're an awfully ran
But what's
franchise. The
the
GM
difference-
never gets
But
fired.
what's the difference? Well, I mean,
He's an old Christian white guy who doesn't even know football, but he's a Texan.
Okay.
But what's the difference? Like Mike Tomlin, he's my guy.
I don't think anyone's going to want to coach the Texans unless it's like a 28-year-old. Fucking Sniffles will get the fucking job over whoeher the hell else.
We would have
come in
won
there
2
and do it.
games for sure if I was the coach.
At least they only won 1 game. No, they've won 3.
They had 1 win. They tied.
No, they had 3.
They tied.
No, they
No,
won
because
at the end of
the
the year.
Bears got the number 1 pick. The Bears they were 3 and 14.
True.
Yeah, Bears
True.
got the number.
They won.
Wow.
Last game of the year, they could have taken a knee on the 2-point conversion and got the number 1 overall
Did you
pick,
see
but they
how
played to
Houston
win.
won
Wow.
the game?
And Lovey got
no.
fired.
Dude, crazy.
I didn't.
That's an awful situation.
3 teams.
How about the
wow.
3.5 losers on the Miami game? too? Everybody, they had the Jets plus 3.5.
Yeah.
The safety at the end of the game.
That's one of the worst
I had
beats
them
you've seen in a
3.5 if
while.
I had the Jets money line, obviously, because I'm a Steelers fan, so I took took them money line.
You took everything you needed to get into the playoffs?
Yes.
I did that the year with fucking Dalton.
You're so close, too. That penalty ended at the penalty.
It's all right. Listen, I am not worried about my Steelers. I think they're going to be...
Another winning season for Tomlin. He just doesn't have losing seasons.
Like, they're not scared. Like, Tomlin, he knows what he's doing, dude.
He's a great coach. I mean, he rallied the boys.
Didn't he just say that he was retiring?
No, I was trolling.
He's busting my...
I know he's been the coach forever, and they haven't done shit.
Is that a ring the bell moment?
Left.
Is that what you're calling?
Tomlin's retiring.
Tomlin's retiring.
Nah.
That's a good one.
I think he's got a year or two left, maybe.
No
Swigs.
way.
Yeah, you keep fucking up too, asshole.
I'm the same asshole. The beginning of the year, though, everyone was saying the Steelers were pretty much the worst team. Like, out of the gate, it looked like they were going to be 2-15.
Our O-line after the bye week literally played like they were veterans, like nasty in the league for a lot of years. They did good.
They're solid.
They did a lot of good things towards the end of the year that I could feel.
Pickett looks good.
Pickett looked bad early on, and he got better. That's what you want to see from a quarterback.
Well, I did see a stat, too. Pickett was the first rookie to have back-to-back game-winning drives with under a minute left. He's the first rookie in NFL history to do that.
Yeah, I mean, he can perform in the clutch. That's good.
Cool.
He's
does
better
have
than average.
Good stuff to see.
What's that particular gene called that certain people have?
Clutch gene.
Clutch gene?
The clutch gene, yeah. You got to look into it. It's like in people's blood or something. It's like a certain blood type that athletes have.
C.
He's got a good
undiagnosed.
attitude,
high level of T.
So his first start was against, even my beloved Bills, too. I'll say this. It was against the Bills.
Uh-huh. I was there. You didn't come with me.
I did not go to the game.
Uh-huh.
Should have went to the game.
That's why I didn't get a pink jersey.
We got smoked. But listen. That was a good wake up call. I think it's spanks you in the ass, wakes you up a little bit.
You're not used to that as a Steelers fan. You're not used to that.
No, but
but what you are used to is him not having losing seasons ever.
Like when we were down in that game, like 28-3, like he was still like running for first downs, like hitting people, talking shit. I was like, man, that's what I want. I want somebody that's like tough and like ready to go.
Needs to be able to play in Pittsburgh.
I mean, Pickett's just good enough to fuck your team for like 10 years. He's like, he'll maintain it. You're going to win 9-10 games, but I mean...
well, you know what really sucks is, obviously it depends on what happens with Lamar, but we got to play Burrow for at least the next 10 plus years.
Yeah, it's exactly. If you don't have a top 3 quarterback, your best bet is first round exit, second round exit.
We just got to keep. But the thing is, too, what we did really well with that I'm so happy the Steelers, when we traded Claypool, we got a draft pick from the Bears, and they like pretty much lost out once we traded Claypool. So we have like a 32nd pick. So it's pretty much like a
compensation pick?
Yeah, it's from the Bears.
Really?
Yeah, Claypool.
Oh, because he didn't have
so
a
we
certain
got
amount
like
of... It's crazy how they do that in trades
pick,
now.
but they're the first second round pick. So,
okay, so 33, that's good.
Dude, yeah.
Get some like cornerback out of Colorado State or something.
We have 3 picks in the first 40 picks. No, but Pittsburgh usually...
Johnny knows. Johnny always knows that we're going to fuck up at least 6 more times this hour.
That's all right.
Yes. You draft well, though.
Yeah, you have a very good brass. It's the Steelers, dude. You're a big brand, which is a lot like Sniffs' fucking team.
Well,
the Dallas Cowboys.
You guys got
Tell us about your season as a Cowboys fan.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a look.
Yeah, he'll be back.
But I have a question for you.
Okay.
We will know when he gets back.
Way to leave us in suspense.
We are 29 minutes in, and Swigs already has to go to the bathroom. You're the Ari, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Man, welcome. I guess we're all fitting our roles very well, I think. At least so far. We're just getting started, and half of it's gone anyway. Tell us, Sniffs, before he gets back, on what your interpretation of the Dallas Cowboys season has been up to this point. 5 seed?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those seasons where if you don't watch the games and you look at the record, you think they're good. Honestly, it's been a terrible disappointment. We've beaten every team we should, lost to a bunch of teams we shouldn't have, and won some close games against mediocre teams. I see us losing to the Bucs this week.
Okay.
I almost want them to lose because don't think we're going to win the Super Bowl.
You want
I'd rather have Tom Brady win the Super Bowl.
You want Brady's dick in your mouth?
Yeah,
As
Tom Cruise,
do.
Tom Brady. I'm down.
This is good. This is a good story. We were on our way to a Bills game. Fuck, what was this, like 7 years ago?
No, it was coming back from the Sabres game against the Kings.
Oh, you're right. It was a
Against
Sabres
the
game.
Kings.
Yes. And we got into an argument about how there's no way Tom was going to win the Super Bowl. Was it
the first year of the Bucks? First year of the Bucks.
Yeah.
They were 2 and 3.
He went to the Bucks.
They were 2 and 3, I believe, or 3 and 2, and
started slow.
Yep. And you were talking shit to me. And I was like, I'll spite you right now and put $100 on them to win the Super Bowl. They were plus 850. So it was 100 to win 850. I put it down in the car. I said, fuck you. Tom's never done. And they won the Super Bowl that year. I think I kept continuously putting money on them. I think all in, I was like 180.
They're plus 250 or plus 2,500 this year.
This year?
Yes.
I would almost do that. It's great value.
It's 100 to win.
I will do it.
$2,500. Do it live on the fucking broadcast. You'll have to check the odds.
I cashed out about $1,700 that year on that Super Bowl against the Chiefs. And watching that game, they were up like 30 in the first half or 20 in the first half. It was just a party. It was awesome. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I've never thanked you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome for that. And it was mostly in my being like, dude, he can't do it. He was a systems quarterback. You know, he can't fucking beat Tom Brady.
Push. The push, not Paul.
Welcome back, Ari.
Yeah, I'm trying to break up the studio.
Welcome back, Ari.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, you're welcome for that, and it'll never get past our own stubbornness when it comes to a bet. But
spite is good sometimes. I mean,
in a spite bet situation, they're talking about how when he spite bet Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl his first year with the Bucks, I told him that there's no way. But I mean, at the time he was washed. Oh, the Gronk bet in the Super Bowl was fantastic.
That was my favorite bet of all time.
Gronk first touchdown scorer.
And he wasn't out in the field and then he comes.
He wasn't on the field the entire drive, and they get into like first and goal.
Gronk's going on
and then there he goes. He's on the field. He's on the field. First play, roll. I go. I've seen it because that was when he was for the Bucks. I go. I've been watching this for 10 years in misery. I've seen this a million times. It's the easiest bet in the world. The first touchdown tonight's going to be Brady to Gronk. It's just fucking storybook. That's their whole career.
He's so
sure enough
rolling out to the right, right?
Yeah. He just said though, if he could play for any team besides the Bucks in the playoffs this year, he goes, I'd pick my hometown Buffalo and play with Josh Allen because he just
Gronk.
He's a free. Yeah, he goes. He's just watching him. He goes, he's a baller. He'll throw it 50 yards after breaking 3 tackles from defensive ends. Gronk. I've always thought he could have done it, but now it's like, why would he even bother? There's no reason.
Prime Gronk. Another thing to Google is Prime Gronk highlights. You forget. I mean, that guy was on a different level.
Dude, yeah.
He's also on a different level now, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
He's
from Western New York.
Level.
We all are. I mean,
but he's just a little.
You know what though? He's trying so hard to be a better public speaker because he was on whoever that hot chick that was on Good Morning Football. What's her name?
How many concussions has the guy had?
Probably like 40 before he even started playing football.
That dude got he's gotten hit a lot.
Yeah, so he's got.
He wasn't the smartest
damage
to begin with. I mean, he came from a family of bodybuilding. His dad owned a gym. Left his wife after they became NFL All-Stars and started fucking bitches when his younger brothers were in college. That was
4 of them in the NFL, I think.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
I mean, no one ever got to the Gronk status.
No.
But they were all on they've been on Family Feud before.
How about the Watts, though?
They're famous.
The Watts are like complete opposite.
Oh, the Watts probably could kick the Gronks' ass.
No way.
You don't think? You think the Gronks would beat them up?
No, in a fight, Gronk fight.
Yeah, you're right. They're from Western New York.
Yeah, he's been fighting in the Williamsville bars.
The Gronks.
I feel like TJ and JJ, like they know how to wrestle. They know how to play hockey. JJ plays hockey.
In a straight up fight between the top 3 Watt brothers and the top 3 Gronk brothers, you're not telling me that the Gronk brothers would probably win in that fight?
They got iron jaw. You couldn't hurt them.
Right. They're drunk. They have drunk jaw.
You can't hurt them.
They're like Max Holloway.
They just don't make them like that.
Drunk,
where are the Watts from? Do you know?
Or Nate Diaz.
You know where the Watts are from originally?
Wisconsin, I think.
Probably. Yeah, they look like.
Yeah, they look like farm boys.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure
maybe they'd win in a fight. That's a great.
Well, they all played for.
It's a great thing to have on your back.
That's a great question. I don't know.
I honestly, I just thought of that. Like, who could win in a fight? Yeah, they're from Pewaukee, Wisconsin.
I'm gonna change to the Watts. Would probably smoke.
You think the Watts would smoke the Gronks?
Yeah, they're pretty boys. They're just partying and shit. They're in it for the diva image. Watts are hard workers. They won't stop until they win.
Dude, I love TJ. When we drafted him, I was like, yeah,
he's good too. Yeah, it's crazy. He's almost as good as his brother, if not as good.
Thing.
We'll see how it pans out.
Why exactly didn't they name Derek Watt with the middle name of J? This could be DJ. That JJ, TJ.
Maybe he is.
He was just like, fuck you, I want to be different.
He just says what he...
Yeah, he would get fucking smoked. In the Watt versus Gronk fight, he would be the one Watt that would lose.
He scored a touchdown this week.
Is he good?
He plays fullback.
He's a
for
fullback,
the Steelers.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And he honestly,
TJ's a badass.
Listen to these plays we were running though. We were doing like these. They're kind of like sweeps.
I like how he says we.
The wing tee.
We always say we. You have to say we.
Well,
as a fan.
we'd have two fullbacks almost, and then Najee set out
wing
back, and then like he would just quick handoff to the fullback, and they'd either you had to guess they were going straight routes in.
So the funny part about that is
Those
all
are
the
great
reject brothers
plays.
play fullback. Like the bad Gronkowskis play fullback.
Yeah.
The bad Watts play fullback.
There are no Gronkowskis on defense. That's actually a good point to make. That's probably why the Watts would kick their ass.
JJ, obviously DN, TJ DN, well outside
The reject
linebacker.
fullback.
Yeah, and he's fullback.
Limited role. Let's run it in.
Limited education. I would say they're probably more educated. Who knows?
I
don't even
would
know how we
say
got out of
I
that,
would
but
say
I would
TJ
say
is up there though
still
because
taking
he
the Gronks.
he beat Strahan's record. Strahan was a beast though. Michael Strahan.
Got a massive
Dude, he was
gap in his teeth. It's like the only thing.
You could sail. You could sail a fucking yacht through that goddamn thing.
No, but I'm telling you.
Good morning, America.
The Giants were.
There's a clip for you.
Giants back in the day were nasty. Their defense was real. They had didn't Dwight Freeney go there?
Dwight?
Maybe in his end. Yeah,
Also
maybe
the
on the
Colts?
end of the tour. They had Umanura.
I thought he was on the Colts all
Strahan.
along.
I feel like after he left, he might have came back.
You might be right. There might be some truth to that.
The Giants this year. What do you think in your own
Worst.
division?
Terrible.
Awful.
Commanders terrible.
Danny Dimes.
Giants terrible. Vikings terrible.
I like how Danny Dimes did this year though. He went slow. He played what he did. What he had to do.
He had a
made
B plus
plays.
Josh Allen year.
Dude, the Chiefs would beat that team by 20 to 30 points.
Probably.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah, probably.
They just can't hang.
In the first round matchup. I don't know if we want to get into picks at all because I don't really have much.
Yeah, let's get into picks.
Bro,
We're talking football right now.
I'm
Let's
just
stay-
letting the conversation go,
We
bro. I
gotta
don't know
hear
what the
more from
fuck-
you, Beach.
So
We
hey,
gotta hear more from you.
So-
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're
you're a
talking
Fins,
about.
We don't
you're a
want
Fins
to
fan.
box you
What?
out here.
You're a
Yes.
Fins fan.
Yes.
Yes.
Tua's done. I think he's
He
good.
could come back for the playoffs and
I
get
think
knocked
he's
out.
The
gonna.
Fins are the
I think
Giants
he's
of
going
the
to try to
they're
play
the Giants of
football
the
again,
AFC.
but he's eventually going to be out of Miami and then
So
he's done.
I don't know
I
if
don't
you
think
know
he's
this.
coming back.
I should have sent this to you because they did announce at least.
He's done.
I mean, he's not playing this weekend.
He's not playing this weekend.
No, they.
Oh, we're fucked.
He's not through. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not through.
It's probably
concussion
better for you
protocol.
guys, honestly.
When
than
they
for him to
announced
just-
that, the
you guys gotta
line.
move on.
I think
should
the line was
play.
at 9,
Is
and it
Teddy
moved up
playing?
to 13 at Skylar Thompson. Is
They're
most likely
going
the
with
starter.
Skylar.
You guys got
This-
Teddy as a backup?
Yeah.
Well,
he
he's
has a
hurt
problem.
right
he has a
concussion.
pinky problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Concussion
hurt.
merry-ground.
Well, he's
Teddy
I don't
took
think he
a
has a
nap.
well. Teddy's
not
taking a bunch
Teddy?
of naps.
Teddy's infamous for the Vikings.
Oh
nap.
no,
he fell
Teddy's
asleep
been
during the
hurt
game.
a lot in his career too.
Yeah.
Fell asleep?
Wait.
Yeah,
you wanna-
We're talking.
Teddy
he's
had the
taking dirt
infamous. He
naps.
was
He's been-
literally.
Oh, that's
I mean,
right.
He got
He was.
knocked
We've
out.
seen
was.
Teddy Bridgewater.
He got knocked. That ended. I mean, that was the end of Teddy. For the
What,
most part, as a
what, for the
starter.
Saints?
No, on the Vikings.
He's hurt a lot.
He
of
got
things.
hurt.
He fucked up his knee. He fucked up
he
his
was good.
leg. He's fucked up his arms. He's fucked up his head. Now he fucked up his pinky. Of all the things that Teddy Bridgewater hurt, and he's not going to play with a hurt throwing pinky that he got because he threw a pick 6.
Yeah, I was at a Steelers
Well, he hit
game.
the dude in the helmet, bro. I mean,
So
Teddy?
last year,
Oh, that's
On the
right.
Vikings?
That's when he heard it.
The Vikings?
No,
oh, the
Fins.
pinky one?
Yeah,
The
pinky.
Patriot. It was the Patriots.
you guys
game.
remember? Obviously, Teddy was on the Broncos the year before the Dolphins, right?
Yeah,
he was on the
yes,
Broncos.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was at the Steelers Broncos game, and
Okay.
I was sitting there, watching Teddy play. The dude could play football.
He was good. He was really
he was
good.
making like the smart right plays
Yeah.
every time.
I think he's
But-
a little too cautious, but he's a good player.
Yeah, but in the end, obviously, I think like TJ and Cam Hayward, they had like 6 sacks on them.
Wasn't he was a Louisville guy, right? He came after Lamar.
Yes.
He needs.
He
He
was
a
a
line.
smart player.
He definitely needs a line. He needs to be
Yeah.
able to.
He's just
sit
small.
there.
Those small guys
It's the
can always
small
ball.
guys.
They're smart, but I mean, the Vikings knockout was the end of his
You know
career. He
where
was good up
had
until
the
that.
chance to be really good at was at the Saints because they had all those receivers.
He did do really
and then he
good.
got hurt.
How many-
though. That's
He made,
what I'm
a,
saying.
he
got
made a
hurt.
lot of great
He
TikTok
got
videos
hit
down there.
hurt, and then didn't
Him and
Brees
Jameis.
come back in
How many
This is
teams this guy
Jameis.
played for?
a lot.
He's a suitcase
in 2
now.
years.
He is a suitcase.
He's a suitcase.
The hell?
Yeah.
I'll say this though: if he plays this weekend, it's just kind of a shame because you look at the players.
I
like
wish
Tua.
Tua was playing.
Tua's small. That's why he's always hurt.
Guys, Tua sucks.
Lamar,
Tua
small.
sucks. He was bad
Always
last year.
fucking
He's
hurt.
got Waddle and Tyreek. I mean, I could chalk the ball
But
up
when
and they're going
he
to give
was
me
in-
yards. They
but
need to
when he
move
was
on.
healthy
They
this
need to
year,
move
they
on.
were
That's a good
moving the
roster with
ball.
a
That's
bad
what I'm saying.
quarterback.
I'd say we go hard after Lamar.
Okay,
Yeah, if you
all right,
guys
all
had
right,
a good
all right. Let's get into it.
quarterback-
Let's get into it.
That is
QB carousel.
I-
QB carousel. Miami Dolphins. Who plays quarterback there? Beej, you go
I
next
want
year.
to
Next
go.
year, who's
next
there?
year, I want to go Lamar.
Lamar
I hope
Jackson.
they go
They're
hard
not moving
on
Lamar. No team's going to sell their MVP.
Dude, he's on his.
It's
he's
all
on-
media clicks. I hope they do, but I can't see Baltimore moving on. It's a 2-win season if you get rid of him.
But he hasn't played half the fucking season,
Lamar, true, but he's got more.
and they're not presenting him a fucking contract.
It might tag him.
Yeah.
It might
Baltimore-
franchise him
He
again.
can't prove himself.
In my opinion,
Negotiations.
Baltimore.
It's a great
Listen, I'm an
negotiation
AFC
strategy.
North guy, so I know a lot about the Ravens too. They're dicking him around.
yeah, it's negotiation strategy. It happens all the time.
They are better with him on the field.
Absolutely.
I
Without a
understand
doubt,
that,
they're
but if
Super
they're
Bowl
dicking him
contender.
around and Dolphins
Until the playoffs
swoop in
come around.
and give him everything he fucking
I know,
wants.
but the problem is
Shit
with him,
playoff
though.
quarterback.
But the problem is with him. Yeah, what has he been in the league 4 or 5 years now?
At least, yeah.
Yeah. He's the James
So-
Harden of fucking quarterbacks.
He's gotten bounced a couple times, but when he went into the playoffs, he's been. If this dude is healthy, nobody
healthy.
wants to. Yeah,
They
He's too fucking small.
I mean, he's great.
You can't. Here's the
he's
here's the
healthy,
thing
it's
about that.
insane.
You're going from Tua Tagovailoa, who's not. I mean, you'd say he's bad. I would say he's not Lamar Jackson. Obviously, I don't know anyone that would, but they're both injury prone. So it's like, how would you even know that Lamar's going to be ready for the playoffs next year?
But a healthy Tua without Tyreek and Waddle last year was the laughing stock of the NFL. You can't just add MVP caliber receivers, multiple, and be like, oh, this guy's good now. Nothing happened. He's still bad. They just have good receivers.
He's good at routes. He's good at getting
You're
it out
not. You're
quick.
talking about Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen. You're talking about Hall of
he does have
Famers, and
some
you're
good
running out with Tua,
accuracy.
Yeah,
the second string
but-
quarterback for Bama.
But
Come
you're
on.
but in that same
You're
in
saying
that same
second
sense,
string?
you're also saying Dan Marino sucked because
sucked.
he didn't have anybody
Eh.
either, and he just fucking got the
He
ball
was-
out quick.
That's
but
good though. That's good. That's
he
what
was-
I'm
But
saying.
that's what Tua does.
But
Well,
he
they
had
played
Marino
freaking
set
30
records.
years
Marino
ago.
set
Not getting the
rookie
ball quick.
I know,
records
but
with
if
no.
he didn't get hit in the fucking head,
Marino-
maybe he
No,
would set
last year he
records.
was
That
not
shit
getting the
was
ball out
different,
quick.
though.
He was bad last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Marino's
first
in a whole
off
other
the ball.
I was
whole other
watching.
category than
I was
Tua.
watching. I was telling him I was watching old YouTube videos of
Yeah.
the comeback with the Bills against the Oilers and
Yeah,
a couple of the old Steeler games too, like even the early 2000s against like Denver and shit like that. That game is played so much differently now. Like these players are way. The defense is way better than what it used to be. Offenses were the king back in the day.
okay.
If you had an offense, you're probably gonna go somewhere.
Yeah,
the ceiling is high
because
for
now
offense, I
everyone
guess.
has an offense. You have
Defense
to
is
have an
now,
offense
in
now.
my opinion.
But Dan
if you
didn't have a
good
fucking
defense
offense,
too.
and he
Well,
sucked.
in that, what was Dan? The 80s, 90s? 90s? I mean,
80s,
games much
he started
different.
80s, 83.
into 90. I know him
I mean,
because
Marino was great.
Yeah.
If you're
He played for a
comparing
while.
Dan Marino to Tua Tagovailoa,
No.
Well, that's not even a
we're
fucking
already,
comparison.
We're already like this
Way
conversson
off.
is already
Lost it.
sidetracked.
Correct.
Dan
So you're
Marino's a Hall
saying-
of Famer. Tua is going to have a 3-year
Even
career
into
and
the
probably be out
90s,
of the
Marino
league.
was still.
He's probably out.
He's done
Yeah,
now.
he played for a lot longer.
exactly.
He was more
2,
healthier
3
than
years.
Josh.
Well,
Yeah.
he played like in a bunch
Jim.
of playoff games against the Bills.
Yeah, no, he
too.
played. He played well. He played longer than Jim Kelly. I think him and Elway played almost
Who
the
the
same
fuck we
amount of
talking
time.
about?
Marino.
Oh, all right.
They played well. So okay, so you're saying next year Lamar
I want
Jackson.
Lamar. Yeah.
Sniffs. Who is quarterbacking the Miami Dolphins next year?
Tua.
Okay.
All right.
You don't think they're gonna move on?
No, unfortunately not.
If he
They'll sell
decides,
tickets no matter what. That's the kind of team they are. They have no incentive to go after Lamar. They're going to have. Actually, I think Miami had attendance problems recently, but they're a big brand. They're going to
Nah,
make their
they
money.
did
Now
good
that they're
this
in
year.
the playoffs, we'll be all right.
A few years ago they were, but
Yeah, now
Well,
they,
even
they're
beginning of
fine.
the season,
Even
before we
now,
went 3-0, we didn't fucking have nobody in the stands.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if they'll spend to win though. There's a lot of teams that just
Well,
don't care to spend.
that's
to
how
win.
owner's a
Miami
douche.
is, though.
Yeah.
They're,
True.
they're clicky.
Yeah, especially
it's
in
like
the
the
beginning of the
Bills.
fucking season, you got 120 degree heat in Miami. Do you really want to go sit in the stands? No. I mean,
They're not a football organization. They're just a brand.
How they set up the
To
bench,
some degree.
the,
To some
the
degree.
away bench on
that's fucking hilarious, isn't it?
That's, I mean, listen,
Fucking
that,
hilarious.
That shit
The
happens.
12th
I
man
get that,
is the sun.
but
Yep.
that is honestly,
That's some genius
That's
engineering.
fucking
right there.
hazard.
it's honestly not even really, in my opinion, you're
fucking
that is
hazard.
not good for people.
It's not
Sniffs
good
is
for
out.
people.
Second one
People
down.
people can get dehydrated, pass out, heat strokes, all that type of shit, man.
Okay,
It's not good for you.
part of the game, bro.
Yeah, I get that, but like intentionally, like, come on.
All right,
You don't want people to get heat strokes intentionally.
No, I mean that's That's
they're NFL.
One of the most fucked
You're
up
on
home
the
advantages.
NFL fucking field. They ain't gonna get heat stroke, bro.
I get that, but it can happen. Like, what's his name? Ryan Clark had sickle cell.
Yeah, well, he had sickle cell. He couldn't play in Denver.
Mile High. Couldn't play in Denver. Tomlin told him, he was like,
I don't even know what the fuck is sickle cell.
Sickle cell anemia. Something with your blood. You got low white blood cells or something.
Should you really be playing fucking football if you got sickle cell?
He had to deal with a lot with that shit for sure.
Okay.
Great football player and a great 4-letter word network analyst. We don't give them free publicity as if they need it anymore.
Yeah.
So, Swigs, what would you say is your prediction for the Miami Dolphins quarterback next year? What you got?
Beej, I mean, I really like the Lamar take on that because, like, he's from Miami, right?
Yes, he's from Florida.
Yeah, he's from.
I know he's at least from Florida.
Southern Florida. I mean, I could totally see that happening because Miami's that type of like flashy. You know, they
need somebody on the
They got the market down there.
They need someone that's just consistent to like. First of all, to be healthy.
Yeah.
Lamar would be huge.
Just can get the ball out to their guys on deep throws.
Listen, Lamar is going to get as much money as possible.
Well, for sure.
That's what he's his own agent, obviously, right now.
Yeah,
too,
him and his mom, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's mostly him. But listen, he is going to take the most money offered to him.
I'm saying that
because I think Baltimore's gone.
Yeah, I think he rolls it. I think Miami just rolls in, tells him what he wants to hear, and fucking boom, done.
I mean, how often do we see moves like that, though? It's always the story for the media, but these teams rarely make moves on big.
How about this move? Ready for this one?
For Miami.
For Miami.
All right.
This is still Miami?
This is my Miami take.
Who
is going to be quarterbacking Miami?
You're not.
Yeah. It's a double banger. If Sean McVay doesn't leave the Rams, Miami's going to have Sean Payton and Tom Brady.
No way.
How are you going to have Sean Payton?
They both wanted to go there last year.
You're going to get rid of Mike McDaniels?
Yeah.
After you get him to the Super Bowl for not being there for fucking 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah.
7 years?
Because if it's not Tom Brady and it's not Tua, I don't see it being Lamar Jackson. It's probably Derek Carr.
It's going to be Tua.
I would love Derek Carr.
Derek Carr.
I would love Derek Carr.
Probably Derek Carr.
He's got a lot left.
If Derek Carr goes to Miami, they're fucking dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
My conspiracy is that Tom and Sean are going to figure out a way to do it.
Tom is not going to go to resort.
His kids live in Miami.
It's an amusement
His kids live in Miami. He wants to be close to his wife. He might try to get back together with her. You never know.
Played in New England, dude. They're not.
If you're talking logistics and all that, it makes sense.
Logistics makes a lot of difference for players.
We'll see.
Tom's a gajillionaire. He can do whatever.
That's why they're saying Jordan Poyer's going to Dallas next year because he wants to live out of New York State.
No, Texas has no income tax. Yeah,
I don't think Texas has no income tax.
No income tax. Texas and Florida.
So he wants to either go to a Florida team. I don't think he'd go to Miami because I don't think he likes Miami. But that plays a big part into where people go.
Hoyer.
That's why I think Frank Reich will go and coach either Carolina or.
Now we're going on the coaches?
Well, just kind of, it's not even much of a segue on that. I was just kind of getting trippy.
Yeah.
But
how's that outline working for you, buddy?
Not great. I didn't even pull it up once.
Do
you have it?
Do I have it? Yes, I have it.
I think we're doing
your episode, bro.
I think it's hilarious when like my fellow Steeler fans say like Tomlin should get fired. I think it's hilarious, dude.
Dude, Tomlin's going to get fired? He's not going to get fired.
Well,
He's never had a losing season.
They say that though because we go through the rough.
Just doesn't ever have it.
We go through the rough patch, and like honestly, like I don't like Mac.
You play the Browns, and well, the Bengals and Ravens are good. The division's solid. Never mind.
Beach, tell me this though.
Are the scary.
I gotta ask him.
Okay.
Tom Brady.
Okay.
With or without Sean Payton. If he's a Miami Dolphin, you getting a jersey? You becoming a Tom Brady fan?
Fuck no.
What?
Really? That bad?
That bad.
What do you mean? Why do you hate? Oh, because
bro, he's been fuck me for 20 fucking years. Fuck that guy.
He played a part, but you guys kind of fucked yourself too. It's not like you.
What if he comes?
It's like the same thing with the Bills. Oh, let's roll out Trent Edwards and to Brady's fucking us. You guys haven't had an NFL quarterback.
What if he comes back and wins a Super
You wouldn't replace Josh Allen with Tom Brady, realistically.
What if he comes
Not even
back?
you would do that at this stage.
What if he comes back with fucking Sean Payton, Tom McBrady, if they come back,
if those two come back, they're a fucking Super Bowl contender.
Truly undefeated season.
Tom Brady and Sean Payton, if they actually went to Miami, that's an immediate Super Bowl contender.
With Tyreek and Waddle, if they kept everything intact.
With Tyreek and Waddle?
That would be the most stacked offense of all time.
You'd be fucked.
You got Wilson,
Talk about that running back runs hard. That guy runs that guy. Hard. Yeah, he runs hard.
Dude, he was a G for
he gets banged up,
49ers.
He runs people over.
That's a Super Bowl contending roster.
Him and Juice Jack fucking used to split carries.
Yeah. Juice.
Yeah.
It's true.
We could squeak out the Bills. I'm just saying.
No, you would be a
you already
more
did this year.
You would be a more. Yeah, you never know. You could this weekend.
I'm just saying.
Thompson.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we could squeak out the Bills.
You never know.
Josh Allen has been prone to fuck up, bro.
Well, he's been bad in the red zone, but
he's been prone to fuck up.
I'm gonna knock a little bit.
He's got to fix his mistakes in the red zone.
Bills clear favorite, but any given Sunday.
I will say too.
Any given Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Obviously my favorite team has been a part of a couple Super Bowls. What they didn't do in the playoffs, except for against the Colts when Bettis fumbled the ball on the goal line. Remember that? Vanderjagt shanked it.
My 2000 Steelers.
It was the only time I think they fucking turned the ball. You cannot turn the ball over.
Can't turn the ball over.
Cannot.
Was that the year Ron Harper?
Oh, was it the Bettis year? The Bettis one. And then he played the Seahawks in the final with Matt Hasselbeck.
Ben had the
great Super Bowl.
Sean Alexander. Yeah.
Guy who recovered the fumble, ran it back.
It was Bob Sanders.
I watched that one with you.
Bob Sanders.
He got stabbed in the leg in the playoff game.
Well, he was playing against the
Plaxico Burress?
Wow. No. Bob Sanders. He was a beast for the Colts, Bob Sanders. Do you guys
Oh, yes. I do. Yeah, the safety.
Was he the guy that got stabbed in the leg? Do you remember his girlfriend or wife stabbed him in the leg before the playoff game? And I think he ended up playing. But he had like a big wound.
It sounds like what a gangster-ass motherfucker would
I think it was against the Steelers. They won off the field goal, the Vanderjagt field goal.
No. The Steelers ended up winning.
The Colts lost.
Roethlisberger made maybe the greatest quarterback tackle of all time because all they wanted to do was give Bettis the touchdown.
They
the game was over, but they handed the ball off to Bettis. He ran it up, fumbled on the 1 yard line, and then the guy ran it back. But Roethlisberger was there with the shoestring tackle.
He was running backwards for it seemed like a minute, and then he turned around, touched the guy's tip of his shoes,
just barely touched it.
It was Nick Harper that got stabbed. My bad.
Nick Harper.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I was looking up Bob Sanders.
2006.
Yeah. Yes, that's
2006. Indy. Nick Harper got stabbed in the leg, and they went out and won the game for him. I think he was playing.
Peyton Manning just clutched up. He's like, "Now everyone, sit down here to listen." Harper got fucking stabbed last night.
He was probably yelling at what's his name, the
coach.
Bitch. He's yelling at the coach, Jeff Saturday.
We ain't gonna give a shit. No, Jeff Saturday was the center.
He's probably yelling at Saturday. Saturday probably had a couple bad plays.
Yeah, Saturday he's been being fucking felt up by Peyton Manning his entire career. So Jim Irsay is like, yeah, you can coach in the NFL. You know what you're talking about.
Wow,
good for him.
I mean,
what an organization.
Yeah. Irsay is definitely a fucking cokehead.
I think that's a given. I think he crashed his car drunk on coke.
No, seriously.
I'd have to guess a lot of owners. A lot of owners probably do cocaine.
He got the famous Dewey. He was fucked. I think he was on blow.
You could see it in his face too. It's like me right now as I'm crushing.
When you're rich, laws don't apply.
He's got that red face. It looks like he crushes liquor.
He's got that old red face. Why is the red man red?
I doubt he's drinking Becks in the press in the owner's box.
Oh no, he's drinking on the rocks, brother.
So you've had a team. You've witnessed your team win 2 Super Bowls, right?
Thankfully, yes.
Okay, and you have witnessed your team win how many Super Bowls?
Three, but I was not
you weren't conscious.
I don't remember them.
You beat us.
And then Beach's team
did.
You were not alive in 1972 and 73 during those Vietnam War era Super Bowls. So when I listen to fans tell me as a Bills fan, "Oh, you got no Super Bowls," and it's coming from either a Jets fan or a Miami fan,
Falcons fan.
Well, the Falcons have never won a Super Bowl. It's all the teams those they're absolute fucking idiots. But it's the teams that haven't won a Super Bowl literally in recollection, and most of them are younger than we all are. I mean, we're all at least 30. You're almost there, Swigs. You're basically there. You got a couple weeks.
Couple days.
But
30.
if you haven't really recollects, what the fuck's the difference? You actually saw your team, and you can remember your team winning those 2 Super Bowls, and they were great Super Bowls The second one against the Cardinals was like one of the best ones ever.
San Antonio Holmes.
San Antonio Holmes catch.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
I was rooting the James Harrison interception return right before the end of the half. He ran it all the way down 101 fucking yards.
Jimmy Harrison was a tank. That guy was a fucking
I have to deal with the NFC East bullshit where the Eagles won one with a fucking backup against the Patriots. The Giants ruined Tom Brady's legacy.
Foles came in
with trash teams.
Dude,
wild card Giants.
A couple playoff games, right?
Foles
was balling in the playoffs.
Foles had one like miraculous season after Carson Wentz had his miraculous season.
Who also sucks.
Who's also trash now. But I didn't even think of that because you do have to just sit there and listen. And then you got the Commanders football team skins.
Like the Giants.
What do we call them? The command skins?
Command skins.
The command skins. The command skins.
Plus 6,000 for Miami to win the Super Bowl. That a good bet?
Hit it right now.
Yeah.
100 to win.
At least put $5
Go 30 to win. 30 to win 1800.
Did you take that bet yet?
I will.
What do you have? So you have live odds.
Do you want me to run it right now? I will. I'll do it right now.
You hit another spike.
Well, no, I can't spite this. I'll spite it after the Cowboys win. I don't think that'll swing the line too much, but I can't bet against my boys.
Okay.
It'll ruin the game for me, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I will take it directly after when we lose.
Bucks are plus 2,800.
So that'll probably go down to 2, maybe 18 if they win.
It's 2,500 the last time I looked.
So you got a guy who's won the Super Bowl half the time he's been in the league, and you're not going to take 100 to win almost $3,000.
What do you think about T. Lawrence going to the Super Bowl, though?
I think the Jags are completely dangerous, just like the Bengals last year. You got a young quarterback hitting his stride that's proven he can win.
I don't know why they are dangerous, though. Not even Trevor Lawrence. Ooh. Doug fucking Peterson. That guy is a coach.
He's a great coach.
Nick fucking Foles. We just talked about Nick fucking Foles to the Super Bowl.
The Philly special.
Then they fired him like 3 years after for like one losing season.
Sick of his shit.
Because Carson Wentz was awful.
Can we just say that if Detroit was in the playoffs, it'd be a completely different talking?
I'd love to.
Could we be talking about the Lions?
I think
have you seen Jamal Williams?
Dude,
Naruto?
Dude, that guy is one of my
funny.
favorite people.
You see him crying about his grandfather and turn around and start talking shit. That's a good clip.
Those tears, he's like, yeah, I'm hard, man. Dude, that was just...
my great-grandfather just sounds like...
tears for you, man. I'm good.
We're the Lions.
We all dogs
was
around
almost
here.
white. Like your city almost...
Your great-grandfather was still alive? What is he, like a fucking 100?
They're young now, man. We're old. They're young.
Yeah, it's true. The football players, they are getting younger and younger every year. Every athlete's fucking getting younger.
DeMar was 24. He's 10 years younger than me.
Stetson Bailey is still in college winning national championships at 25.
Stetson. Oh, yes.
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bailey is the Rams receiver who got shot, and he fell off the map. He was Trayvon Austin and Geno Smith, that trio.
Oh, in West Virginia?
Stedman Bailey.
Yeah.
I think he got shot, though.
Oh. You got a lot of knowledge of football players who've been shot.
Instead of plastic
shot. He got shot by the cops, to be honest, or maybe not. That could be. That could
ring
be.
The bell. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
I want to back check on that. I don't know, but it could have been. It could have been.
Stetson Bennett is the 25-year-old never going to graduate quarterback. Stedman Bailey is a former American football wide receiver.
For the Ravens.
He was at West Virginia.
Yep,
retired following life-threatening injuries he sustained from being shot in the head.
Damn.
Was it by the
girlfriend?
Shooting. Shot multiple times while sitting in his car with 3 of his friends in Miami Gardens, Florida.
Jesus.
Unknown assailants pulled up alongside him.
They normally do, bro. You should come on the other shows. It gets real crazy.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, we'll turn the lights back off for the Astro one where we talk about aliens.
He was serving a 4-game suspension for substance abuse at the time.
Nice.
When he was shot.
That wasn't too long ago, 2015.
Get that boosted testosterone, you know?
It was either testosterone or cocaine. It was either recreational or performance enhancement.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, you're right. Never any given Sunday.
Super Bowl?
Bills are going to win this week.
You think the Bills are going to... If the Bills win the Super Bowl, they are just one behind what team? They are second to win the Super Bowl for odds.
Niners.
Oh, no, it's the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Chiefs are the number one.
Chiefs are definitely the favorite.
The Chiefs are at 3-4 plus 340.
They're the 1 seed again.
And the Bills
are playing ring around. They're playing fucking ring around the Rosie.
By virtue of insane events.
By virtue of Andy Reid being an offensive
now is the time to take the Bills if you want to just like have some fun.
No experience. Bengals will walk them in the playoffs.
So you're on the Bengals.
Bengals Niners, 100%.
Bengals Niners.
It's pretty much a done deal.
Bengals Niners is
the playoffs are just a formality.
That is honestly a really smart pick.
It's gonna come down Chiefs Bengals, but I think Joe just gets it done.
If Lamar Jackson was playing this weekend, it would be a close game because Burrow does not play very well against the Ravens. That's what I'm going to tell you, though. Nice.
What?
That's the play.
Parlay.
Bengals Niners it's a lock. There's no team in the NFC that can hang with the Niners.
The fucking Bengals can't play a complete game.
I'd say the AFC's way closer, but they're all the same. Chiefs, Bengals,
I would
Bills,
say
good
maybe
offenses.
the Packers could get lucky, but they obviously didn't even make the playoffs. So
yeah, no, the Bengals are the most experienced.
They're fucking golfing, dude.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're golf. They didn't even make the playoffs.
Do you
but
think
they
if the Lions hit the playoffs,
Niners,
the Niners
still be Niners?
Yeah, the Niners would walk the Lions.
Got you.
The Niners are one of the best teams we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Niners defense is like they're looking like an old 08 fucking.
I mean, they're
Steelers
dominant.
defense.
They're dominant.
They have a good player at every position except for quarterback, and he's pretty good.
When you have someone like Samuel on offense,
You don't like Purdy?
He's a Purdy man.
That's
all you need, though.
He's pretty good.
He's better than Garoppolo.
It's a lot of it. Again, a lot of it's the coach.
Dude, Garoppolo gets the job done.
Anybody can fucking play in that
You
system.
put me in there, I'll sling it to Samuel. No
Yeah, Debo.
They
Got
have a
fucking
great
Kittle.
system. They have a great system. I mean,
The coach
really
is
do.
They're a
stud.
football team. It's just a good team. They've always been good, and they're great now.
I don't honestly. Who really?
not a good playoff
who
coach.
can beat them? The Cowboy? Are the Cowboys gonna
Till the big moment comes.
step up or what?
In Super Bowls.
It's hard to say in the NFC.
The only way the
Such a shit
Cowboys
show
see
in
the
NFC.
Niners is in the.
We're all
AFC
talking
or
a
the
lot at
NFC.
the same time.
Oh yeah.
Sorry
That
about
happens.
that.
What?
Sorry about that.
What do you hit?
Okay.
You want to? Anyone want to hit this?
Yeah.
No, the Cowboys. I mean, who the fuck else can beat the Niners?
I think. What did I say the last time we were on here? Cowboys, Niners.
Not the Bucks.
I don't know what the fuck.
Cowboys, Niners in the conference championship. But I don't think they'll actually play each other. Oh. I don't think they would play each other depending on who I believe would win, and it would end up being Cowboys, Niners in the NFC championship. Because I don't think the Eagles are gonna do shit. In the
So the
playoffs.
Eagles are going to play the Bucks.
Eagles,
The Bucks
yeah.
Cowboys winner.
See, I'm forgetting about the Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting about the Eagles. The Eagles are.
Because I think the Vikings are gonna beat the Giants too.
Probably.
But no one's giving that fucking weight.
I like I want the Giants to beat the Vikings.
The Giants have no pieces.
Yeah, they do. They got Saquon.
One piece, half
Hand
a
'em.
piece.
They have
Hand 'em the
two
ball.
tree trunks for fucking thighs.
any-
is what they have.
Any running back on a bad team's going to get yards. The David Johnson effect. Remember that guy?
The David Johnson effect. How many people took him first overall in their fantasy
Me, I
drafts?
told everyone they're
Maybe like
idiots.
this guy has such the most average person name. You can't take him just on his name alone. His name is David Johnson. Sounds like a CEO at a manufacturing plant. Not a guy who can rush for the most points in a season. Just personally, I don't know what it was about his name. It's not a good play.
Just bad. One-hit wonders are never a thing. Takes like 5 years to sustain success in the NFL.
Like LaDainian Tomlinson, he was the number one every year in fantasy back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Steven Jackson, Sean Alexander, that was Curtis Martin. That was a great era of running backs. Now they're kind of an afterthought.
They don't really.
McCaffrey's
Don't
bringing
laugh.
that back. though,
Yeah.
right?
Derrick Henry, the last 3 years, I've had at least 2 of my fantasy teams. That dude is.
Oh, I know we're not going to do awards, or maybe could eventually get into it. You want to do them?
Yeah.
I'll just say pop off my most underrated, and he's not even really that underrated, is Josh Jacobs, the fucking running back for the Raiders.
Who watches the
I had
Raiders?
him.
That's what I'm saying, though, because no one watches the Raiders.
watch them.
He's the best.
I
He's
had
most
Jacobs
yards.
and Henry on my fantasy team, and I fucking lost in our league.
He doesn't score as many touchdowns because their team sucks.
I had Jacobs.
He's still a
and
nasty
Henry.
athlete. Yeah, he's like Henry, maybe even a little quicker, not as
They both
big.
had hella good years.
When you do watch a Raiders game and you watch that guy run, it's like watching Derrick Henry, but like more like naturally athletic, where Henry is just a fucking steamroll, just running
Yeah,
through
Henry's
you.
a steamroller.
Jacobs
Listen,
got speed.
My boy Najee Harris stepped up in the last 6 weeks of the season. He was running like a dominant running back for the last, like a wild man. He was running people over. He was running like a freaking bat out of hell.
Yeah, he was running like he should have ran when I first picked him on my team.
And we
He's mid.
elected him
He's
as a
mid.
captain. We elected him as a captain this year, and he stepped up.
You hear that?
Mid.
Najee's mid.
Listen, yeah, well, I mean,
He's
for
good.
your
He's good.
fantasy
He's mid.
points probably, but dude, he for heart and soul, that boy was balling.
So what are we doing right now?
So I'm gonna compare him
Underrated?
to
Most
no, I think
underrated?
we're just-
Let's go into my.
Do you want to go? You
Najee's
want to go into the
underrated.
awards?
Why not?
I just wanted to kind of hear about more how you thought Najee was mid
He's just not very good. He's good.
compared to Dak.
not very
I
good.
can't
He's
even imagine.
underrated.
Najee's underrated.
Yeah.
See, first off, the beginning of the year, I took him for a new dynasty team and was like, okay, Najee. I named my whole team after him.
He's coming back.
Najee by nature.
That's good.
Yeah. I didn't make the playoffs, though.
Naj. He's
thank
coming
you for
back.
that, Naj.
He's going to be our new face of the franchise.
I also traded a lot of picks for
and
Justin
TJ.
Herbert. He
He's
underperformed. Najee's a good athlete. I'm going to give him that. When he played at the end of the year, he was playing hard, physical. They almost made the playoffs.
Trucking guys.
Good runner.
Absolutely trucking people.
So should we want to do awards? I'll just rip off a couple of them. Beej didn't come up with any of them either, so you can just go top of the head if you don't know them. Yeah. So I might not even look up myself.
Fire.
The original, the first inaugural award would probably just be who do you think has the MVP. I almost think it's unanimous, as much as it pains me to say, it's going to be Mahomes. Even though it shouldn't really be most valuable player, because he's not the most valuable player on his team, let alone the league.
Well, then he's not the MVP.
Well, that's what they're going to award him. It's going to be unanimous,
not the media.
Well, the most valuable player to his team, and when the media should realize, is Josh fucking Allen. He is the team.
There's your pick.
He is the team.
Biased.
Yeah, slightly.
I think it's a strong argument. I think he's
slightly, but
Josh's picks in the red zone this year, though,
oh my God, his picks in the red zone. It's awful.
But seriously, those go big time.
Yeah, second most in touchdowns, played one less game than everyone else. No big deal.
He's still balling.
Josh's most valuable is to his team. If they don't have Josh Allen, they're a 11 team.
Sure.
Agreed.
On the Kansas City Chiefs, again, who's probably going to win the MVP, you have Andy Reid, who's a Hall of Fame first ballot coach, who's maybe the best offensive mind in the game. You have an perennial all-pro tight end, Travis Kelce, who is the most valuable person on the Chiefs. Without him, they'd probably suck. And you have, I believe it was like PFF's second or third highest ranked offensive line. So he has all the protection in the world to do Mahomes things, little underpasses and little shovel passes and this and that. He leads the league in under 5-yard touchdowns. He also had 1,200 more yards after catch yards than Josh Allen.
Must be nice.
So he just dishes it off here and there in an Andy Reid offense and lets his team do the work.
He's got like Jared. Well, their offensive line.
It's also pretty good.
Their offensive line.
All right.
So there's my MVP is Josh.
Josh Allen. All right.
Yeah.
What do you got for MVP?
My MVP, even though he missed a couple games, I'm gonna have to say Jalen Hurts.
Ooh.
Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy.
He ran for a lot of yards. He ran for a lot of touchdowns. He was strong.
He was valuable to his team, and his team was very good.
Moving on to people who watch football.
Him and fucking AJ Brown were hooking up all year long.
All right.
Dude, they were.
Yeah, he was nasty last year.
Dude.
Good football player.
Last year?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts like the most unwatched. He was the most incompetent quarterback I've ever seen play football last year.
Incompetent. Wow.
You had AJ Brown an All-Pro, and then he's so amazing.
Just remember, Schniffles over here is a Cowboys fan.
Yes.
So that's why
I'm unbiased though. Cowboys.
He is unbiased.
Cowboys.
We're all unbiased.
I'm just saying. I think Jalen is very athletic. I think he's very good. I think he was very valuable to his team. He ran, like I said, for a lot of touchdowns.
He did.
He threw for a lot of yards too.
I like that.
I got clear cut the real MVP, Joe Burrow.
Wow.
Guy never loses. Went to the Super Bowl last year with the Cincinnati fucking Bengals. You take him off the team, you're talking like one win if you're lucky. Guy's just a complete
Really?
stud.
Even with those weapons and Joe Mixon?
I think you have a worse. You have
his
a worse
weapon set.
Well,
is
you have
crazy.
a worse Dolphins team with the Bengals. Their defense isn't as good.
Yeah.
The receivers
Defense
are
is actually really good. Their defense,
Cincy's
defense is better than the
talking about
Dolphins.
Cincy's defense.
They don't even have. They don't have better players.
They got Hendricks.
Yeah,
they're all
that
right.
dude Hendricks.
They're not the Niners. They're not a great defense. Joe Burrow, guy never loses. Probably win the Super Bowl this year. Just absolute stud.
Okay.
Clear cut MVP in my mind.
Joe Cool.
Yeah, I mean Joey Burr.
Yeah. You have bias. Obviously, you're not going to.
So who's the worst team? Who's the worst team out of the top three quarterbacks? Chiefs, Bills, Bengals. Who's the worst team if you remove the quarterback? Got to be the Bengals. So when you're talking value,
I don't know.
When you're
Bills,
talking value,
maybe.
Honestly, in the
Bills
offense,
defense is better.
in the offense,
all around.
yeah, you're right. No, he's right. He's right.
Chiefs,
Dude, since he has
Chiefs offense
T.
is
Higgins,
ridiculous, no matter who it
Jamar,
is.
Yeah.
they have Mixon,
So is the
they have
Bills.
Samaje Perine. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, the Bengals
the Bills'
have been bad
defense
for a
is better
long
than the
time.
Bengals. I'll give you that. The Bills' defense is better than the Bengals, but it's not like the Bengals don't have a
I
bad
go
D.
Burrow, Josh Allen, Mahomes are in my mind unbiased top three MVP candidates. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. All right. Beach. The casual fan. What do we got?
I'm gonna go with the previous statement of the Bucks winning the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna go with Tom Brady.
What a god.
Wow.
Winning MVP.
Well, no. So season MVP.
Tom Brady.
Well, they're not going to give it to him after if he wins the Super Bowl
Why not?
because they give it out before that.
Oh, really?
It's the regular
include the
season.
Yeah, that's how much I know.
Yes.
I like the
see,
pick,
that's
though.
all
But
right.
that's a good pick. I
like
mean,
the pick.
that's bold.
He didn't even win it when he threw like 50. Like he barely ever won MVP, didn't he?
They almost never give him the MVP.
Even though he's by far the best player for like 20 years.
Well, dude, because he's so mid.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he's mid.
when he throws it, I feel
He
like
throws
that's
those
what he
queef
sounds like.
throws.
Najee Harris, not mid.
That's your
Tom
favorite
Brady, mid.
saying about Brady.
He does though. Tom Brady, when he's like in trouble or duress, he throws these little queef throws like,
What else
and
are
they
you gonna
just
do?
like fizzle. It's like no one else throws a throwaway throw like Tom. He's got a Hall of Fame throwaway throw, and it doesn't look good.
All right.
So mid-season, anything? I would say
Mid-season?
give you
If
a
you
two.
if you exclude the playoffs, let's back
Without the playoffs,
on the
who do you
spot.
think?
All right. So
On the spot.
without the playoffs,
Regular season.
Yeah.
So, thus far, who's the best?
God, I don't fucking know.
Go with your boy,
My boy, who's my boy?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. Tyreek.
I would
Tyreek could
probably
have
go
been.
with Waddle if I'm going to go that route, because Waddle's got the better touchdowns.
Yeah,
got
I'm a
more?
big
He's got
touchdown
more.
guy.
He's got more yardage.
It's
He's
not
got.
outrageous.
Well, I think he's got more. He's got more targets too.
Tyreek's, he's got more yards. Tyreek's a game changer.
So let me give you that. Would that be your offensive player of the year pick?
100%.
Tyreek Hill?
Great segue, yeah,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Yeah. Just off of the yardage alone, because he's able to come back when Tua underthrows his receivers by at least 10 yards.
I'd say
And then
actually
Tyreek comes
Tyreek is
back
probably
and catches
second in MVP as well. You take him off the team, I don't think that team wins 5 games.
Very true. Very
He's
true.
probably the
Tyreek
most
is-
valuable behind Burrow, maybe even first, but he would never win the award.
He'll never win the award now.
But
He didn't even make
valuable.
All-Pro.
I mean, the guy is
ridiculous.
fucking unreal.
Yeah.
All right. So who you got for offensive player of the year? That's
Yeah.
what we're doing.
So usually I'll give you this. So offensive player of the year, they normally give it to a skill player that's not a quarterback. So it's like a wide receiver, running back.
Man,
They don't usually give them to linemen.
it's fucking
Turn your
serious.
fucking
What the
phone
Siri's getting lippy with you?
God
Siri's
damn
trying to
it.
tell
Siri's getting lippy.
That AI is
text me too.
Oh, that's good.
doing
No,
great.
I mean, listen, I love Saquon, but he didn't have the yardage to lead the league and all that stuff.
All right. So
I
that's
think
not
he was
who you're
very
picking.
important to the team. I think Saquon, but I don't know, man. It's offensive player of the year might be Mahomes.
It's a good-
I
it's a
even
good
though
pick.
I say like
It's a good
you said
panic
no,
pick.
Could
like,
win
four.
both.
Good panic pick.
You were backed into a
pick.
corner and you came out. You produced. That's a good pick.
Yes.
I think Mahomes might. Yeah, I mean, like he's got crazy yardage, touchdowns. Burrow's got a lot of touchdowns too. Burrow's got like what in the 30s.
There's not that many
So
good
your
running backs this year, I
Passing
don't think.
touchdowns this year is 41 for Patrick Mahomes. He's the number one.
Burrow's got what,
Tied for
36?
second. And mind you, tied for second are two players that did not play the same amount of games, which is Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, 35. Joe Burrow actually got
All right.
one more in that
They
game.
could have thrown-
Actually, no,
so
he
we got
could have. He
more-
had one that
they
might
could
not
have thrown
count.
2,
Yeah.
3
So we got
more.
Sniffs at Tyreek Hill, Swigs at Burrows.
Yep.
No,
Mahomes.
no, Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Great panic pick.
Yeah.
J.A., who you got?
Devontae.
Adams?
Devontae Adams, yeah.
Okay.
Again, when you don't watch the Raiders, because the Raiders
That's a
are
dark horse
they're
pick
an
right
unwatchable
there. That's a
team,
dark horse.
he still had an unbelievable fucking season.
Oh, I mean, I guess.
I think he had the most
he had a
touchdowns.
couple
I didn't
ga-
look it up. If you
he had
look
a
up
couple
most
games where he
touchdowns,
played
I'm
the
pretty
whole
sure he
game
had the
and
most
missed-
touchdowns.
He had like
He
2,
did.
3
I don't think
catches
he
for
was
like
that
5 yards.
I don't know why everyone comes up with like yardage, like it's a big fucking deal. Justin Jefferson, all
perform
these
every game.
yardage.
So
Yeah, I know.
14.
It's MVP though. It's
Yeah.
MVP.
Alfred Travis, 11, AJ Brown, Diggs.
Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey.
So, yeah.
was
He had a great,
I mean,
he had a great year.
A year where this team sucked. Josh McDaniels is a fucking idiot, and they're going to move on from Derek Carr, which is his boy. I think they should give it to him. Well, for that reason alone, he did it throughout a year where everyone was just talking shit about him, and they did suck. They did. It wasn't really
But
his
it's not
fault.
a valuable situation. It's offensive player of the year. I mean,
It's just
Justin
offensive player of the year.
Jefferson
Yeah.
crushed the guy. So if you're
and
going
yardage.
and 8 touchdowns. I mean, so what if they throw him?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson, 8 touchdowns. What?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Still
you have a
pretty
point. It's not. You
decent, but
can
it's
argue
not.
it.
If you had double
I'm still
digits,
amazed that the Vikings were as good as they were. If you look at like the teams that they have, both of those teams and the quarterbacks they have, they're almost identical. The Raiders and the Vikings, but they had 2 completely different seasons. One team was clutch and one team wasn't.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. The players.
They made
me,
plays.
I thought. Personally, I thought Devontae had a better
the Lions
year.
and the Bears 6 times. There's 6 wins. I mean, that team sucks. We beat them 43-3. The Cowboys.
That's another point.
Jesus
you get to
Christ.
play. You get to play the Lions, the Bears, and now a bad Packers.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Look at the AFC. Look at the AFC West.
We're gonna do these awards, and then we'll get into UFC after a little break.
Beige Opoy. Offensive Opoy.
Offensive player of the year, McCaffrey.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good pick.
It's a great pick.
He's just everything.
Yeah,
Just everything.
can literally do it all.
He
Also,
might be the
Gates
people.
Olivia
He
Culpo.
might be the people's offensive player of the year too, because he won a lot of fantasy.
First
leagues.
game, receiving touchdown, rushing, and passing. I mean, it's like a troll.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, he is insane.
He can literally do it all.
He does it all on the field and off the field. You ever see
Great
Olivia
athlete.
Culpo?
He sleeps like 13
What,
hours
his
a day.
wife?
His girlfriend. She used to date Amendola from Danielson. Amendola from the Patriots. They just had a post. Yeah, she was at the Niners game. I mean, it's like beyond.
We're
Instagram
over an
now.
hour. I feel like we should take a shot for that because this is my first podcast. I'm excited.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
You can do whatever the fuck
here
you
she
want.
was
You
at.
want to do a
I'm excited.
You want everybody to do a shot with you?
Absolutely.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Hold on. It's fucking,
All right,
it's
well,
fucking dinner time.
Before we do the shot, let's get your defensive player of the year, Swigs.
All right.
My defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, if TJ played a full season, I'm picking TJ, obviously. But he's not in there, obviously. He doesn't, no stats for that. I would say Bosa for the Niners.
Nice.
Yeah.
He is a beast.
I'll say
He's a beast.
I'll save you the fucking time. I took Bosa too.
Oh, George, she's hot.
That's Olivia Culpo.
Yeah, she's
I got Parsons. I'll go against the grain.
cute. It sounded really creepy how I said that. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
she's really cute.
Parsons against the grain.
Oh, that's a good
Well,
one.
Micah Parsons.
I mean, he had a bad. He was clear cut depoy first 8 games. Definitely fell off a bit towards the end. I think he's playing through a broken arm, to be honest.
Is he really?
What did he have too? He had a couple big pick sixes.
Oh, he's got
and shit,
fumble
too.
returns, picks, sacks. I mean, he was off to set records the first 8 games. He fell off. The whole
Looked
Cowboys
good.
organization
Yeah,
did.
he's not going to beat.
But I think it was
TJ's
still
record.
enough. Bosa's boring. I mean, he's the Vegas favorite.
He's not going to
whatever.
beat TJ or
Parsons.
Strahan's record.
No.
We got to go all the way through.
right.
You got a depoy?
Definitely.
Okay.
So I'm going to segue this right into the rookie because it's the same fucking person. Aiden, motherfuckers.
Oh, Hutch. Aiden Hutch.
Hutchinson.
Lions?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
He is
honestly
Come
fucking
on, bro.
athlete.
Yeah.
good.
Rookie and
Yeah.
defensive
He
player
was
of the
a-
year.
3 picks.
He was an automatic.
He's
he
like,
was an
what is he?
automatic
Outside
game
linebacker,
changer.
lineman, DN?
Yeah.
DN.
The end.
Edge rush.
DN.
Edge rush and gets picks too. He's an athlete like Parsons.
Dude, he is
It's a great
monster.
pick. It's a great pick. You like the Lions?
I like it because of their motto during Hard Knocks. I just like the motto of grit.
dude,
they got
that
grit,
show,
bro.
with
They're a
the
football
Lions
team. They're
is
not a
so
brand.
good.
There's
Yeah.
a distinct
They're a
difference.
football
There's a
team.
distinct
Yeah, they're a
difference.
football team.
God
I
bless anyone
love
who's a
that
fan
team.
of the Lions.
Yeah, no, what's his name?
Dan
Quinn?
Campbell.
Campbell.
Campbell's
Not
great.
Dan Quinn, Jesus.
Dan Quinn will be
Dolphins
the
D quarterback.
Dan Quinn will be the
Campbell-
coach of the
Campbell's
Broncos.
What, dude? That guy, he looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. He looks like
Yeah,
an animal.
he does a little
dude.
bit.
You'd want to fight for that guy.
PEDs.
Oh, yeah. All right. let's
Stone
fucking-
Cold.
Boys, cheers. All right, guys.
Over an hour and Swigs is happy. So here
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
my first podcast. Having a blast. Having a blast. Not over the cush.
Well, when you pour them up to literally the brim, it's a little tough.
Bourbon infused. I like it.
Infusion. Tinfoil infusion.
I had on the.
How about the Sabres though?
Oh, okay.
But
Hold on.
no, we didn't even do the rookie.
We got to finish the round.
But Sabres are coming up.
But
here
Sabres,
in
all
a
right,
little bit.
we'll segue a hockey maybe for the Patreon people.
Yeah.
If we support Canadian causes like getting Trudeau out of office.
Yeah, so go around and do the rookie while I go.
You gonna go piss?
Yeah.
Okay, so D-Roy, I'm so happy I'm the last person that had to do it. I'm a fucking camel. D-Roy, I'm gonna go with Tariq Woolen out of fucking Seattle. The dude who I believe he led the league in interceptions. He could be up there with Defensive Player of the Year too as well. Like
Minka.
almost the same.
Minka.
Minka tied. There was a bunch of guys who tied.
Yeah.
But
I could have said Minka Fitzpatrick, but I went with Bosa.
Realistically, I think it's Aiden Hutchinson that's going to win it. But I like, dude, Seattle had such a good draft.
You think Aiden's going to?
Yeah. Pete Carroll is a fucking legend.
He's going to win Rookie of the Year for sure.
The biggest... I mean,
they don't do rookie.
It's close.
It's offense, defense, right? They don't do a straight Rookie of the Year anymore.
Yeah, it's defensive Rookie of the Year, offensive Rookie of the Year.
It should just be Rookie.
I agree. I feel like they used to do it before Kia got involved or whoever. Did you
guys hear this stat too? Let me just shoot this stat out. George Pickens is only behind, I think Jefferson and who's the other top leading receiver? Hill, Tyreek and Jefferson. He's got the most catches, 20 yards plus.
Oh, so deep threat.
Deep threat.
Yeah. I'm surprised at how well he could throw it.
Dude, Pickens, I'm telling you, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna hear me for a long
you making an announcement about Pickens?
George Pickens, he's that guy.
So is that your offensive Rookie of the Year?
I mean, that's like my. I would say.
So I'm going to skip your D-Roy real quick.
He's up there with my offensive rookie, George Pickens.
I said I didn't mean to.
Oh, no, you're good.
But there's also other, there's also other good stats.
Yeah.
I love Pickens, though. Pickens, yeah. I'll go Pickens.
So, Sniffles on the D-Roy.
I'll give you D-Roy and
D-Roy O'Roy?
And O'Roy at the same time because they're on the same team, and I think they're locks. I mean, Sauce Gardner, obviously. Wow. We're looking at a generation.
Going to the Jets. That's another great draft.
I'm pretty sure he's already won Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's like a minus 1,200 favorite.
He was already like number one.
Sauce Gardner?
Oh, yeah. He's absolutely insane.
Number one.
What's insane to me is that people don't look at how much he fucking holds during a single route. I think it happens every single game, every single player he plays.
It goes both ways. They don't call
I've seen textbook.
They don't call offensive pass interference enough, though.
They never want to call that, but and they call defensive holding and defensive pass interference enough, and I don't like when they call it excessively either. But this fucker literally holds someone any single time he gets beat, and his arms are like literally pterodactyls.
That's good D. Make him call it.
Maybe it's good D. Yeah, force him to call it.
Everyone's trying to do it.
You'd want to like a Khair Elam when the Bills got him. You'd almost think that he could be able to do that, but he's just not as talented. Sauce Gardner is very talented. So
if you're trying to tell me that probably the best cornerback in the league, Sauce Gardner, is only good because he holds, I mean, that's a stretch. Sure, he might hold. The guy is a stud. He's
New York.
It's
New York,
he's a
baby.
Stud.
They all try to get away.
They got to make a star there. That's going to be Sauce Island.
It's a 0-win team without. I mean, that team was projected to win probably 2 or 3 games this year.
Yeah.
They almost made the playoffs. Yeah, the Jets. And it's because of Sauce Gardner and the offensive rookie of the year.
Quentin Williams on the line is a fucking
Garrett Wilson.
Nasty.
1,200 yards, 4 teeters as a rookie.
Yeah.
On a shitty team with virtually no quarterback.
Yeah.
Just embarrassing himself
that's a good
all the time.
Yeah.
Garrett.
I wanted to take Garrett Wilson myself.
Yeah, that is a good pick too.
Truly, I mean that's
How do you get 1,200 yards with that QB carousel?
Yeah.
What the hell, Matt White?
Yeah,
who else would it be? Brock Purdy?
Mike White, Wilson.
Joe Flacco.
Sideshow.
That's my offensive Rookie of the Year.
Brock
Purdy.
Nice.
I love Brock. He also looks like he's 15.
I love you guys' picks.
Unconventional, but I think there's an argument to be made there.
Love it.
For sure.
Opt in on 0 notice. I mean, come on.
Playing ball, beat Brady.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
First game beat Brady. Come on.
He's got like the look where he just has confidence all the time.
It's good enough.
His
fucking name is Purdy. Come on, you gotta have confidence.
First name Brock.
Brock.
Yeah.
It's like a Pokemon gym trainer.
He went up there after. I remember it was some Thursday night game that they played. He walked up onto the set. First of all, he looked at Ryan Fitzpatrick and looked like he didn't even know who he was, and it was just like, "What's up, man? Like, the fuck are you? Like, give me my microphone. I'm here to." It was the night that they clinched their division or whatever, and he's up there just cheesing like, "Yeah, you know, just doing my thing, you know, one day at a time." They're like ripping on him a little bit, but he's just not taking any of the bait. He's just like cocky, full of shit.
Professional.
He's fucking Brock Purdy, dude. I love him.
How kind of handles
He's
it,
the stone.
So Sniffs, me not knowing football, how my picks turn out?
Phenomenal, honestly. I think you had some of the strongest picks. Swigs got backed into a corner with the Mahomes pick. J.A. had an outrageous. What was your offensive player of the year?
Offensive player of the year? Devontae Adams.
Yeah,
that's an F. Beach, I think Beach came through. Strong picks.
Forgot to tell him though on the intro, because if you've made it this far, I hope you're still listening. Sniffs is a little bit of a published illiterate.
Published illiterate.
Is it illiterate or illiterate? Is it illiterate? I think I said that
I
wrong.
think
published illiterate.
Right.
Illiterate means that it's on the record that I can't speak, read or write.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're published. You're a published scholar.
I'm a scholar.
You're a published scholar.
I'm a scholar.
I want to hear the story before we move on to anything else about how he's a published scholar.
I just want to preface this story that we don't consider ourselves highly educated.
Never.
No.
We're well-informed dumbasses.
Schwiggles is not
It's probably better. I ran the academic gauntlet.
You guys did.
Yeah.
You guys did go.
We are the
worse
WITA
school
Army,
than I did.
which is well-informed dumbass.
I got to the hard part and I quit.
I'm the black sheep of the group.
So you are the most educated. You have, I want to say doctor, because we almost called you Dr. Sniffs, but you are published.
Master's degree?
He's a master in what?
Sport management. Well, kinesiology, sport management.
Okay.
Kinesiology.
It was it was bullshit. It was a $70,000 vacation, but I got a lot of experience. I don't burn. My mom's 100% Italian.
You're an asshole.
I wish I was kidding, man. I'm not lying. I say it with a straight face.
You're a fucking asshole.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Because of the moon.
I don't burn.
So does this fucking
Yeah,
prick.
I do
Yo,
a
this
lot.
is fucking. Yo, listen.
We're all
You know his father, obviously, right? You know his father.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We call him Tomato for a reason.
Yeah, King
We
Tomato.
call him for tomato. We call him Tomato Man for a reason.
Well, he's worked outside for many fucking years.
He sees the sun. He can even look at it on Google. He'll get burnt.
That much of like Texas? It's not really the same type of Texas.
It's
There's
not
like a ton of
conservative.
fucking
No,
buildings and
it's
shit.
a wealthy, liberal academic
not like out in the
stronghold.
desert.
But the weather's the same. The sun beats just
How
as
was
hard.
Portland? Can you tell me? how
Portland was better. I was a big Oregon guy. Portland.
Oh my
Did you
God, I
like
cannot
Portland?
believe you lived in fucking Portland.
Did you
lived
like
in Portland? Lived in Austin. The liberal tour. Rochester. Fredonia. Austin.
Yo,
The liberal tour, the Tour de Liberal.
Tour de Liberal.
Well, I mean, if you lived on Park, you definitely got the tour.
All you're missing is New York City and LA and San
I
Francisco,
should
maybe
move
a
to
little
LA.
bit. You
It's
should
fine.
probably
San Fran would be the
Yeah, whenever they get out of that flooding, Pelosi will get right on that. But okay, anyways, not to get back off topic, you're published in many articles when they reference his work.
So I was a pioneer of the esports industry.
Yes,
I was
pioneer.
the first person. I was playing professional Call of Duty, and I was getting my master's, and I had to write
Playing professional Call of Duty. You are just a
I was
bothered man.
Yeah, and I ran out of thesis ideas. The clock was ticking. I had a week left, and I wrote a thesis, like a 70-page thesis on esports.
Yeah,
right before it got big, and I was talking about how it mirrors the sports industry. It's going to get big. They published it, and it's in it's been cited probably 30, 40 times.
Bro, this fucking.
So if you Google
get notoriety out the ass, we fucking called the fucking bullshit last weekend.
Yeah.
And now we got a dude that called esports is gonna be fucking huge, and now they got champions.
I mean, I was in a book in Target. Like, you go to Target.
No, you'll see them. You'll see them published. Like when they reference the sources.
If you Googled 4 pages of my work being quoted, referenced, I was the first person to write about video games being big. I was the first person to write about esports becoming the next thing, probably about 10 years ago when I was playing professional Call of Duty. It took off and literature started to get written about it. I ended up in a book, quoted in a book. It was in Target or Walmart. Something.
When he says professional Call of Duty too, he just means GBs, and he lost $5.
No, I got so that's
GBs.
That's a big front. I actually played on stream, won probably about $5,000 to $6,000, and was #1 ranked doubles team in the world for quite some time.
Were you playing Search and Destroy? Or?
Of course.
I remember your old partner.
Playing Search?
I remember your old partner.
Yeah. No, we were very good. I was. I played. Yeah, it was a big deal.
But I want to say this though. You were.
I won. I mean, I was cash most tournaments.
No, but you being published in Source is
no, because it was academic. The school took
public
ownership
knowledge.
of everything. It's more of an academic setting. But if you were to Google, there's 4 pages of people like Turkey
I've read
internationally.
So you're pretty famous.
No, not at all. It's academic bullshit.
I mean, compared to my famous, you're pretty famous.
But in a week to rattle it off, pretty high. It was a good time.
What do I search? I'm not going to say your last name, but what do I search? Your last name.
Esports.
Okay.
Pages upon pages. Turkey, Egypt. I was literally the founding father of esports academic literature. And it's taken off quite a bit.
And you ain't getting.
It's called. If you look it up. Do you want me to say the name of it?
Okay. Not making money off of this.
Because it's academic. It was copyrighted and published by the school, and it's all academic literature. It's not commercial literature. It's not published by.
But you'll see, they all come up.
I get it. I understand why you're not making money.
Yeah, no,
I just understand.
I don't want any money off it. I'm just nice. It's a nice reputation. I think about it once a year. Like, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. But that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't ever imagine just.
I was
having
smart.
that notoriety and just being like.
You were ahead of the curve. Was it 2014, 2015-ish?
What, when I wrote that?
When you wrote it, yeah.
Around there, yeah.
So it was like right before all that happened.
But coming up?
Yeah.
Esports continues to be big.
Me too.
I don't.
You had the one prophecy.
I game more than now.
Yeah,
I play a lot of. That means I fucked up.
That's David.
But you guys have played a lot of COD. They have a big tournaments for that now, though, for esports, because a lot of the kids coming up now, that's all they watch.
So esports,
they don't watch real sports.
Esports rivals the Big Four. I mean, you're making at least $300-400 grand if you're a professional gamer at the top of the industry, at least.
But that's not Mega Million contracts.
Creator too. Like if you're on YouTube,
I'm a fringe Valorant pro right now.
You're making $100K.
That's the only thing I play.
Yeah.
Easily. You're probably, dude. Yeah, these guys are making stupid money.
Yeah.
Way too far away from.
I mean, League of Legends, those Korean players are making Faker for the esports fans. He's probably making $3 million a year in Korea.
They make a lot of money in Korea playing video games?
The most.
That makes a lot of sense.
Go figure.
I could go on. If you read the thesis, I go into about the whole. It's crazy. It's esports or everything.
We might need a stereotype gong. Gong.
You said Asians are.
But it's true. It's not like he's making it up. They are more into video games over there.
There's a rich history. The war between Korea and Japan, the culture war. They've moved to online PC gaming, and I mean, they are the studs. They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Samsung, you have the tech companies behind them over there. It's
dude. How about
money
like
maker.
think about like Nick Merckx, like those guys. Those guys make fucking.
Those are small fries compared to the Korean players. Like you go to Korea, you watch a commercial, and it's a StarCraft player.
They put out YouTube videos. They put out TikTok. They do it all.
Do you think that do they have it in like stadiums?
People that work.
Oh yeah, well the League of Legends Championship was at Oracle in San Francisco, and they sold out.
They're playing in these big tournaments. Yeah, it's huge.
They moved it to Oracle in San Francisco. The League of Legends Championship was big.
Massive. Yeah,
I don't know how many people could really. Physically, like when I go to a sporting event, I like to see human beings making athletic achievements that I've never seen before or something like that. You know what I mean?
Agree, but I do like watching like some of these guys like they can play. Like,
even fucking horses. Like when we went to Belmont, because him and I went to Belmont the year that they won the Triple Crown. And it was like, you're just part of a sporting event. It's like an athletic thing, like a human life.
Years.
I know the humans are still controlling it, but it's like well beyond how much I care about it.
The last thing I'll say about the esports is accessibility. Like when you can go pro from your living room, everyone is a player. And when you have hundreds of millions of people competing, the level is just going to be higher. You don't have to go to a basketball court. Yeah. You stay at home, no life it, and you become pro. That's a big incentive, and it creates a massive player base.
But that's going to make it even harder for people to do it.
Well, it makes it harder for people to become the best, but the skill is increased because there's such a big pool of players that the level of play is going to be higher and higher because everyone gets a chance. So it's not like there's a generational player not getting in on it because they don't have the means. Like they don't have basketball shoes, they don't have pads. Everyone can do it from their home, and it's
I'm going to take it. Anyone can become a basketball player. You have a means of playing basketball or athletics. I think it's easier.
Not internationally. Not in Africa. They don't have courts. They don't have local courts. It's a global.
So like, and I was telling my brother, and like I remember he would come into me. He's like, "Dude, this is big time, dude. This is huge." And I'd have to freaking.
We might all be Patreon at this point.
Come on, Swigs. You name dropping.
Remember the common names. We need another shot.
Brutal.
I think we just need one more shot.
With the name calling. I'm sorry.
Have we even taken a break yet? We haven't taken a break.
No, but seriously, the gaming.
All right, we'll just keep it rolling. So, I mean, most of mine, they're going to be football.
But we got to fucking explain it.
Okay, so it's going to be...
Because it starts tonight, right?
Yes.
All right.
So
what are the rules?
And you were all a part of it.
Dom, what's the rule?
it's actually probably going to be easier for you when it's a week that we don't record one of these episodes, because usually when we record these episodes, they're not going to come out for a day or two.
It don't matter. It's fucking. You're still called.
But you're still calling it. Yeah. So we're going to post it whether it's going to be a certain day of the week.
Today is 1/11/23 for the bets that are coming out now.
There it is.
And all right, now explain the locks and what the points are.
So it's going to be
everything.
3 picks a week. 3 locks a week. It could be any sport. Problem is when you do it this close to it, you don't really know what the line is. You can look ahead for, a basketball game or a hockey game, NHL, NBA. The lines won't come out until the day of, but you could still pick a winner there. We'll give you that. It can't be ridiculous. It can't be like, Celtics beating the fucking Hornets if they're even still a fucking team.
The Hornets suck.
Yeah. So it can't be that. Like, that's obviously, it's not really a lock.
A lock.
You got to know the odds.
That's not a lock.
It's a fucking lock.
The odds of a money line.
Yeah, you got to take the money line.
The odds of the money line have to be below 200. And now, as we're all experienced gamblers. Unless it's a fight, then it can be minus 300.
Yeah. Okay.
So it can't be above minus 200 for a money line. You could be any type, and it could be any lock between. You could even take an underdog. I fucking took one this week.
I see.
So it's going to be 3 locks.
Can they be long term?
If you want to play the long game.
If you want to play a long game. Okay. So this is where I've deviated and why I thought the committee would be a good mind game for it. Because I thought
the comedian? What the fuck?
The committee.
Oh, the committee. Okay.
I thought that the actually I don't like that term because it's already been trademarked by a different show on a different 3-letter network. We need to come up with a different one. What's a synonym for committee? You guys got a good one? Sniffs, you're a fucking walking.
Why don't we just call it the parlay?
The board, the committee.
The Parlay Princes? We've always thought we had that before, too, because I wanted to make an app called Parlay Princes before they really came out with it on DraftKings. Okay. So we'll call it the Parlay Princes. Okay. The Parlay Princes Party. The Triple P.
Do what you got to do, man.
We'll figure it out in the long way. Whatever it comes out in the episode is what we fucking agreed with.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
So 3 picks a week. We'll call them locks. So these are your locks. 3 locks a week.
And this goes for 52 weeks.
Yes.
So this is a long commitment.
This is tough. I don't understand.
51 this year. 51 this year. We took the first week off of the year because of the DeMar Hamlin situation.
So we're looking at NFL playoffs. We're looking at NFL playoffs.
For now, we're looking at NFL. Okay. We're going to struggle in the summer.
It could be any
We're going to
sports.
struggle in the summer. Probably going to be looking at cricket matches and fucking baseball.
He looks at what? Golf and tennis.
Golf? I look at golfers. I go, who's going to win this week or who's going to finish top 10? You look at that. You know a shit or two about golf.
Yeah, I love
So like every week, you just got to come in with 3 locks and 1 mortal. Yep. So the mortal's worth more. Dude, tell your girlfriend to just stop. Serious, relentless, man. So the whole premise is every week you give us 3 locks and 1 mortal. Now the mortal's worth more. Each lock is worth 5 points. Mortal's worth 15 or 10. We do 10 for the mortal?
You're making this up on the fly.
I am.
You got to iron out the details. What if you pick a big dog? I'm picking the Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
See, that's what I'm saying. So if you take a bigger one,
so we need
it should
a
be
whiteboard.
hedged.
We need to figure this out.
So at the time you take it.
That's why the committee is the Parlay Princes are convening.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is exactly why
here
you
was
all
my
are
idea. Here was my idea. At the week that you're in, you get 25 credits towards the competition every week. 25 credits. Call it $1. You get 3 5 credit bets and you get 1 10 credit bet, and the 1 10 credit bet is your mortal. So you could take it that week and you could take the odds. You'd have to calculate it based off of what the odds were. So if you want to take a big favorite, sure, you're going to win, but you're not going to get as much credits back.
Multiply it by the line.
Right? Multiply it by the line. That's what I said.
You take a plus 900.
That's the most fair way.
More points for betting a plus.
Exactly. 150. So that's real gambling. That's how gambling really works.
Multiply it by the money line.
So I think you should multiply it by whatever the VIG is, whatever the line is.
Then it's a conservative bet. It's 50-50.
Right.
You get 110.
Right.
Like you get the.
It's actually almost even more aggressive because you can take money lines for one of these bets if you really want to.
Take a big dog, yeah.
Yeah, you could take a big dog.
Super Bowl's got to be plus 600, 700. That should be worth more.
So I will have an absolute tracking system and scoring system that I will update through an Excel file through the formulas that I know. It's absolutely nothing close to what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty. It's close. It's in the same.
But I mean, we could do it.
We should do that.
So we'll make our picks and iron out the details on the back.
I'm doing these weekly bets because I have all my picks are NFL.
And
let's go.
Johnny Anchors blows. Just
well,
so
that was my preseason
It's
pick.
the opposite. You go the opposite. So this is great gambling advice, honestly.
I picked the Jags over the Cowboys.
You did. You got one.
That was a no-brainer.
And that was my mortal lock.
No-brainer.
That was my mortal lock of the week. They were +4. I took a money line.
That was a good pick.
Good bet, but no-brainer.
Yeah.
Maybe my only one.
Yeah.
That was your only one.
It's a no-brainer.
No,
The Cowboys suck.
I think there was other people that were picking that for sure.
Dak Discott.
Well,
I think there was other people picking.
I'm going to say that at the time of it was, the Jags were still unproven, and the Cowboys were everyone's
the
fucking
time
cherry.
that he made that
Everyone's cherry fucking pick.
I'll give it. It was good. It was good.
Now it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Now the Cowboys are failing, the Jags are rising.
Yeah, dude, come on.
I'm way better off than he is.
I don't know. Well, now it's officially starting. So can we agree? I'm going to have a vote before we go into this that I think we should do it as, like you said, based off of what bet. Because if he wants to take who's going to win the Super Bowl as one of his locks right now, going into the playoffs, we'll count it towards the system. If you want to take futures,
bro, I feel like us boys should do it.
You want to take futures into it?
I'm telling you,
we'll do that.
That I don't give a fuck the scoring system. I just wanted you to come up with it because I don't know this shit.
The play is if you take a dog that's plus, you get points. So if you take a 950 dog, you get 950 points. You take a 400 dog, you get 400 points. If you take a favorite,
so what are we playing?
You get half the points.
I get you. So what are you playing for?
I'd say, well, we're gonna have to, as we go along throughout the year, even when we don't record, we're gonna have picks, and I will tweet them out so there's public record of all of us of what picks we have each week.
Are we gonna make them Twitter accounts too?
Nah, they don't need them.
Well, how are they gonna know who they are?
Listen, guys.
Who they are?
We'll just
have it as a. I'll post the list every single week and the rankings, and I'll change it. Who's at the top?
I got you.
Whoever won the most points. So actually, that's a really good point. So if you wanted to get an early lead, you can take all picks this week. But if you want to play the long game, you can take like Super Bowl champion or NBA champion. You could do that one week. You
iron out the details. It's become clear.
I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
you can take early success and take an early lead, or you can take a long shot to win the NBA title. But you can only make the same bet once.
Celtics are winning the
okay. So if you do future bets, you can only make that bet once. You can't take that same future bet. I think that's a good rule. So if you take
that future bet is valid until it comes to fruition,
which could be a month.
Exactly.
The Super Bowl.
It's an investment. It's more of an investment.
You got to figure out.
But you can do day trading or you can do investments.
Yeah.
In this competition.
So no matter what that bet would hold.
Yes.
No matter how long. So you got that. So you got that bet until it's gone.
Until it's gone.
Yeah. Tally him at the end.
But I'm just saying, like during that frame, you can't I don't think you should be able to double down on a certain bet. Like if it reaches different odds.
No. Once you make the bet, you made the bet.
Once you made that one bet.
Else. There's plenty of sports to gamble.
Yes, exactly. So on the first week.
I love that.
Who wants it? Do you guys bring any locks? Did you look at any locks?
I got locks.
Well,
I got locks for days.
Yeah. Sunday.
How should we run it? This will be the first. We go around and give our first lock each.
What's the bill?
Are we doing 2 locks and 1 mortal?
It's 3 locks and 1 mortal.
What are the bills at?
Yes.
We're talking like Vegas. What are the bills at right now?
They have shifted.
For what? For the week or for the bowl?
For the week.
For the week.
They're like what, 6.5?
Hold on, I'm on.
No. They started at 9 today, and when they announced that Tua was not playing, it moved to like 13.5.
That game is a joke.
Them to 9.
So they're at 13, negative 800 money line.
Oh yeah, we're taking them. We're taking them by a touchdown at least.
Yeah,
by a touchdown at least.
By who?
All right,
by the Bills.
Okay, so are you gonna tease that?
Tease them down to a touchdown.
We're gonna get into teasing.
I thought we were just doing money lines.
No.
Bills are winning that.
I think money lines.
Bills are winning that.
They're
game.
endless. We're not able to make it.
You're not going to be able to fucking figure out the points, bro.
Yeah, well, it's just all about the vague of what the current odds is. But
are you going to do it at the time of the fucking podcast or the time of the game?
So if you make it today's Wednesday. No, not
what
the time
if you take a minus 500 versus a minus 900? What do you lose from betting a massive favorite versus a Big favorite.
Okay, so let's say this:
You lose money.
you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose you lose the bet. So for each week, you have a certain amount of credits. This is how it would work in my mind.
Okay, so imagine the credits are dollars.
The credits are dollars, right?
Okay.
So everyone gets $25, but you take 3 $5 bets and 1 $10 bet. So your $10 bet is your quote unquote mortal lock.
And it's the money line. And you get the return on the money, and whoever has the most money.
Yes.
Oh,
it doesn't
great.
have
That's
to be
perfect.
money line
That's
though.
perfect. Yeah, you could take spread and you
could take
110.
spread. You could take.
You get 110.
I don't think you should tease.
No, that's
I think
a great bet.
everything should just be spreads. No,
Spreads
teasing
or money
gets
lines. Spreads
teasing
or money
gets
lines.
too confusing.
Or money lines, right?
So yes, spreads or money lines. You can
Makes
take
total
both.
sense.
You can take both.
Makes total sense.
And you almost want to take spreads in some of them because it gives you a better payoff, especially if it's a huge favorite
Makes
or a huge
total
underdog.
sense.
Or
That's
if
the
you want
best
to take
way
the
to do it.
underdog, you can. So that's what I'm saying. Is that you'll just take the odds. So
All right. So you're going to start with your first pick?
I'll start with my very first one, which is going to be the Saturday game, and it's going to be the easiest dog bet of the week. And when I looked at it earlier, I had it Jags money line plus 105.
Money line is at plus 115 right now. So
They moved up.
right now it is the betting time. So write this down. You got the Jags at plus 115.
That's the
I
incompetent
honestly-
Chargers. Nice
They're
pick.
playing
Yes.
who? Chargers?
Yeah,
The Chargers.
Yeah,
Complete
that's a
incompetent.
good game.
Yeah.
That's a good game right there.
So who's your first
Trevor?
pick
Man,
for the lock?
For a lock.
It's a lock. That's a
Anything.
lock.
Anything.
What am I
give me
say
the
this?
games again. So it's the Jags.
The Jags-
Chargers.
Jags, Chargers, Seahawks, Niners, Dolphins, Bills, Giants, Vikings, Ravens, Bengals, Cowboys, Bucks.
If you need the lines on that, I can give them to you. I got pulled up the score.
I got
app
them
for
all right here too.
What's the line on?
You got Caesars or
What's the
what?
line on the Giants?
I would just use Caesars. Same one every
What's
single
the
time.
line
Free
on the
plug.
Giants?
Caesars, hit us up.
On the
Caesars,
Giants.
free plug.
The Giants for the line is plus 140. They are plus 3 for the spread.
+3.
You're taking the plus 3?
I like.
You're
I
writing
like
this
the
shit
New
down,
York
right?
Giants.
You're
I
writing
like
this shit
I like
down,
the
right?
New York Giants +3. I'd put my money
All right,
on
so
that game.
you're writing this shit down, right? What do
Yes, I will.
all right, so he's got
Write it down.
Giants
Put my
plus
money
That's
on
my
that
boy
game.
Swigs.
Giants plus 3 at minus 110.
Yep. Giants +3.
Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
He's going straight for the. Is that your lock or your mortal?
Lock it in.
Your lock,
Not immortal.
not
Well,
immortal.
hold on.
It's very killable.
Wait,
I'm gonna
that's
feel like
your ultimate.
feel like we're rushing this.
That's your
along a little
ultimate
bit.
bet, though.
Why?
We had no talk
We're
about why we
talking
were
about
taking
this
these bets.
week's.
Take the odds. I
do
put
you
in my
mean?
bet.
Why
I
are-
get the
what
odds.
does it
and
matter?
We're
Why
talking
we're
about
taking
this
bets?
week's.
I mean, just we can throw them
you're
out there.
you're
But
taking Cowboys to win Soupy.
Bengals.
Bengals. You want Bengals?
there you go.
100%.
Okay, but what does it matter?
To explain why we would take the bet,
Well, yeah, what does it matter?
we could shoot blind. I mean, I've done that before too, as well. You could take a look at the team's colors and be like, they're
Okay, so you just want everybody to tell them why they're taking the why are you taking
Yeah,
the Giants?
Because
plus
they're
3?
the best team.
Because I like them. I like them to either win by a point or lose by a field goal.
Okay,
I
You're
think
looking
they
for the
can
push.
cover.
so he's looking for the push.
You're looking for the push. That's
I'm looking for the push
great
on that
strategy.
game. I think they.
All right,
I think
so
they cover.
why
that. They
why
might
did
win.
you pick? Who'd you pick? The
Jags.
the
Jags.
Jag. Why'd you pick the
over
Jags?
the Chargers.
Doug Peterson. He's a better coach.
Okay,
Justin Herbert,
Bengals.
Trevor Lawrence,
you
same
just
shit.
said
Bengals the best team. Most experienced. They were in it last year. I think they get it done this year.
so. For one of
I
Sniffs'
think the Bills are
locks
experienced. Too,
is
though.
Bengals for the bowl, which is right now at plus 800.
I think the Bills are
good
very
bet.
It's a great
experienced,
payout.
too. I think the Bills are very experienced, dude.
Yeah, they made the playoffs like 3 times the past 30 years.
Yeah, and they're ready. They know they needed to take the next step.
I
They're
agree,
doing
dude.
it. They're doing it now.
Ready to rip. Joey B, buddy. Natty champ.
Joey Cool.
Joey Cool is nice. But
We'll
All
see.
right, Beach, first one.
Hang on, I gotta look now.
I think it's Giants though.
So
My lock.
Giants, you had Giants +3.
Giants
believe in
+3.
Dable.
He's a big Giants guy.
Did you see what he said today? He goes,
Dable.
they asked him, like, are you worried about your team's experience? He goes, experience is overrated
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
I love it.
That's what he said.
Oh, yeah,
No,
for
I
sure.
love it. I
Considering
love it.
You
4
believe-
teams
you
have won
believe
the
in
Super
that
Bowl
theory?
90% of the time.
Do you believe, well,
Come
there's
on.
only
Are you
8
fucking
teams.
kidding
Is there
me?
8 or 9 teams? I think.
No,
left
but
to have
he
won
is in a way.
Dude, Steelers,
kinda right.
Steelers,
Experience
Patriots.
means nothing in the playoffs.
No, it's
Even on the
It's
road?
the most important thing. By far the most important thing. No one-hit wonder has ever won a Super Bowl. It's the same teams every fucking year. And by teams, I mean Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Steelers, Packers.
Or Joe Burrow.
When is the last time the Lions have had a 14-2 season and won the Super Bowl? It just doesn't happen. You need at least 3 years. There's always a one-hit wonder. Like this year, it's probably the Eagles. You think the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl? No. It takes 3 years of success like this to compete.
It's just it was a strong statement.
Even the Rams. You look at the Rams last year who won the Super Bowl. You might say, hey, they didn't have much success. They were in the Super Bowl 4 years ago against the Patriots. They have the experience. It's every time. It's never a random team that wins the Super Bowl, except for the Eagles. The one time they won it with Nick Foles. That's the one exception I can think of off the top of my head where the one-hit wonder's actually gotten it done. Every other year, it's the same fucking people that end up with the ring.
With that being said, I'm going to take the Bucks.
Did you take the Bucks this weekend?
Bucks this weekend plus 122.
Against
boys.
Money line?
They're playing who are they playing again?
They're playing the Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Plus 122?
122.
Wow, I'm surprised Cowboys are not underdogs in that.
I agree. They suck.
All right, Swigs, what's your number 2 pick? Number 2 lock.
My number 2 lock, honestly, is going to be the Cowboys plus money.
Like
They're minus. They're minus.
They're not
minus 145.
But same thing. It's basically a pick 'em.
I'm taking Cowboys money line.
So I got minus 145.
Yep.
I'll save you a little bit of time.
Great
I got the same fucking bet.
Taking Cowboys
I
money
took
line.
Cowboys.
Let's all get on it.
I almost made it the lock.
So you're taking the Cowboys too?
Fuck it.
You go fuck yourself.
You're Brady.
I don't want to take it.
You're
but
a
I think
fucking
that's
Brady
what's gonna
fan over there. You
But
just
he's
got
also
done
a
telling
Cowboys
us.
fan.
I
My dog's
know,
name's
but he
Dice.
just got done telling
We're
us
gonna get
that
it done
they're
versus
going to
that
lose.
sorry ass team, and then we'll get smoked by the fucking
Brady
Vikings or
sucks.
something.
Their team
yeah,
is not good
No,
anymore.
we play the
Niners
Eagles.
Niners
We'll lose
are
the Eagles
better
on Natty. Whatever.
The Cowboys
All right, well,
are a better team.
I'm not going NFL no more because fuck y'all. I got
You're-
Sean Strickland for the win.
Sean Strickland. Okay. We got for a line on that one.
I'm looking it up. Hang on 1 second.
That's plus something.
What is that, Depoy?
Is he? He's
I
a
bet you that's
dog.
like plus 150.
Defensive
No, I bet-
rookie? Is that
Wait,
a dog
Strickland
or
might be
rookie?
an
Sean
underdog.
Strickland is a
Oh,
fighter.
UFC. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I thought
Yeah,
I was
he,
blending in the previous
You're
talks.
good.
He was kind of going after the belt for a minute, but then
He's
he got
minus
slapped.
110.
Great pick.
Minus
Basically
110.
pick 'em at
That's
the
a
So
great
that's
pick.
a pick 'em. Minus
Yeah.
110 is a pick 'em.
Yep.
That's a good one. Who's he fighting?
Nasruddin Imama.
Never heard of him. He's gonna win.
Nope,
He's gonna
never
win.
heard of him.
I always go for the guys I know.
Strickland's gonna beat the fuck.
Always know for the guys I know. Was that guy undefeated? Or is he like an up and comer?
No, he was an up and comer. He's a hillbilly, bro.
This is a bad thing.
Not
to
Sean
say.
Strickland, the other guy.
Oh, the other guy, I have no idea who the fuck he is.
Sean Strickland is definitely a sick fuck in the head.
Oh, he's a hillbilly, bro.
Yeah.
He's out
He's
of-
straight from the backwoods.
He's
of,
seen some
I
shit.
fuck
That's
your
the dude
uncle.
from fucking. He's like, I'll defend my earth, right? I'll defend my turf. Is that same guy from like fucking
Yeah.
Missouri or whatever?
Yeah.
He's like, I wouldn't want to go fight a war. It's like right after the fucking Ukraine war started.
No, that's Thug Nasty.
So he's not.
That's right. That's a
That's
different
Thug
dude.
Nasty.
Yes, that guy is a fucking whoever. What's his name? His actual name?
Byron Mitchell.
Yeah, Byron Mitchell. The dude who's out
Thug
there just
nasty.
saying like, I'll fucking defend my hometown until I die. I'm not gonna go send my soul across seas to a fucking war. He goes, this is the war I fight for
I'll
here.
defend my hometown.
Yeah,
but man.
exactly.
Jesus.
That's what I'm
There's
saying.
that point in time where you're back. in
Yo, I'll
town.
defend my boys if you want to enlist me into a home defense system because I'm pretty sure this country's got enough of them. But anywho, Sean Strickland against some guy that we've never heard of for minus 110
on a pick 'em. Nice.
on a pick 'em.
All right,
Really like
Sniffs
that.
That's
is
your
up.
second pick.
Yep. Sniffs is up for
Second
third pick.
pick.
Third pick. You picked Dallas.
Second pick.
You picked
True,
Dallas.
it's true as fuck.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Fucking
Wait,
true.
is it
Dallas
who's up again?
money line?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all got one on
all
Dallas.
three. You got
Yeah, so
Dallas.
we all
I
got
got
Dallas.
third pick here.
Yeah,
I'm
we all
the
got
third
Dallas.
pick.
I think
So, yeah,
Dallas
Cowboys.
might be like, I would say like the most, to me, Jesus Christ, you can't even say it.
Well, we're all losing a lot because it's all minus 145. We picked it as a lock. We're getting some
They'll
free
win.
credits.
They'll take care of that
We're
team.
getting some free
they should
credits.
win.
They'll take
We're
care
getting
of
some
it.
free credits for the rest of the year. Okay, it's a long fucking year, boys.
Yeah.
It's a Monday
51 week
it's a
season
Monday
because Damar
night game,
Hamlin
too.
skipped a week.
It's a Monday night game.
That's weird. We're only going to get.
It's
So
Monday
here's the
night.
thing: the Eagles play Saturday. This is the biggest. I'm glad we brought this up because this is the biggest fuck job in NFL history. We play Monday night. The Eagles, who play the winner of that game, play Saturday. They have 2 fucking more days of rest this late in the season. NFL, fucking joke.
Yeah,
Fucking
They also
joke.
haven't had.
I guess you could
They
say
also
with
haven't had Hurts out there.
scheduling,
Why would the Eagles not play on Sunday if the Cowboys Bucks game is on Monday? How hard is that to figure out when you make that much money? The Cowboys Bucks game is going to be on 5 days of rest, playing a team on 8 days of rest, 7 days of rest. That's a joke.
Yeah, that is.
Regardless
that
of who
is
wins,
kind of
it's
joke.
a 2-day
The
advantage.
broadcasting people know that they have to make as much money off the NFL. They own as many days of the week as they want.
Why wouldn't it be an
Saturday,
AFC team?
Sunday, Monday, Thursday. During the COVID year, they had games on fucking Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Hey,
It was
have you been
like,
to the
on
cottage
Nickelodeon.
before?
yeah, they have on Nickelodeon, dude. They take
then
over
you
all
know.
broadcasting.
Then there's questions
money.
that you ask where you're just like, yeah, you don't got an answer for it. You know what I
Bullshit.
mean?
It's just
It
the
is
money.
it is bullshit.
It's
The
the money.
answer is bullshit.
It
You
is
should have switched the AFC team to the Saturday game so that the Eagles play on Sunday and give them 1 day rest, but you couldn't figure that out. Regardless, third lock, Bills spread. The team.
Bills spread?
Dolphins are so fucking sorry, especially without Tua. You're talking about a juggernaut in the NFL.
Giants and the Bills.
I say 30. I'll predict the score.
Giants and the Bills are my favorite. Like those, Listen, sorry guys, just
You're a New York homer.
the Giants and the Bills are my favorite spreads that I'm taking of the week.
Okay, so you're taking the Bills too as well.
I want the Bills.
Yeah,
Okay,
Bills
so
spread.
You two are in on the Bills spread at both
36
at minus 13.
36
okay?
to 7.
I always fade. I
minus
always
110.
fade them every time because I feel like I'm bad luck.
That's minus 110.
You heard it here first. 36 to 7.
That game might be a lot closer than you think.
All right,
though.
so who you got for your third pick, Jay?
Third pick. What was the one I didn't talk to you? Oh, this is kind of it's a little bit of a stretch. I mean, on the odds situation. I don't know if I should even bother, but I'm going Vikings ML.
Psychopath.
They're a much better
Minus
football team.
165.
I like Vikings. I like
165?
Vikings.
Nice.
Minus
It's going down. It was 175.
No, I
earlier.
like
Take it.
Vikings, dude. That's great value money line. Too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
They're going to
great
win the
value
game.
on
They've
money.
figured out how to win, and they're at home.
Yeah.
Kirk
No,
Cousins
that's a
is better than
great-
Daniel
Well, they're playing the
Jones.
Giants, yeah.
And
The
like I
only
said
team worse
earlier,
than them.
fucking
but I like
Dable's
the
whole
Giants, but
inexperience doesn't mean anything. Even though the inexperience, like they have made the
Vikings are-
playoffs in a while, it's Kirk
The
Cousins.
fucking
has been there
battle of the
before.
blind.
dude, no, dude. I'm
Battle
telling
of
you,
the
the
blind.
Giants,
Battle of the fucking blind.
the Giants,
The Vikings are slightly
they're
better,
the
though.
type of team that can
Battle
keep
of
it
the
close
blind.
with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
they'll
both
keep
suck.
it close. If they're going to do it, they're going to
They're
win
the type
too.
of team that can
Do you remember
Hopefully
when
there's
Case
no
Keenum?
other TV shows on that
Do you
time.
remember when
because
Case Keenum led them there with the fucking skull chants? And they were fucking clapping.
that was the Stephon Diggs.
The
Yeah,
Stephon
it's
Diggs
Diggs,
miracle year,
yeah.
the fucking Minneapolis Miracle when he
Fixed.
beat the Saints.
Fixed.
You think that was fixed?
I'm telling you,
guy didn't
it
even
could
try to
happen.
tackle
They'll
him.
at least beat the Giants, and they'll get shit pumped by the Niners.
Giants.
But
suck.
they're winning this week. They're beating the Giants.
I give you that. I give you
100%.
that.
Ooh.
The
That's my
Giants
third-
are probably
that's
the
my
only
third
team in
lock.
the league the Vikings can beat consistently.
Exactly. That's an awful matchup. It's the battle of the blind.
The battle of the blind. At least they
Well,
got Kirk and they got Jefferson.
the Niners are.
Sorry, blind people out there who may be listening. They can actually hear us.
They know
just
they're
can't
not
see
good at
us.
football. Spoiler football.
They could hear how bad Kirk Cousins and Danny Jones is.
There is a blind long snapper that made the
They
league.
can hear the fucking alternate spreads that I bet on today.
Yeah, you were looking to try to tease a little bit. So who are we up on? I think I've done all three.
Yeah, it's me.
Are we
I
going-
got one more on
Beach?
Beach.
Yeah, I got one more. Hang on. I should have been looking, but I was listening to you idiots.
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
We got 3 locks and 1 mortal left for everybody.
I should have used the Bengals Super Bowl in the mortal. Fuck.
On the mortal, you wanted that as a mortal?
It's already done.
Yeah, I know, but you
Could
wanted
always,
that as a
I
mortal?
could always move the locks. You know, that's what I'm going to do. It.
I want to take the Celtics Hornets on the 14th, but I don't know the line. It's next week.
He's talking about next week.
The Celtics.
God.
Fuck it, I'll take the easy one. I'll take the Niners.
Yeah?
Niners minus 475.
Great pick.
Wait. Money line?
Yeah.
It's the limit. That's over the limit. On the
Oh,
money
it is
line.
the limit.
Way over the limit.
No,
right,
we'll
take the
he gets
spread.
the odds.
You want to take the spread?
I'll take the
There
spread.
shouldn't be a limit if you're multiplying the money by the odds. He's not going to get shit for it.
I guess you're right.
Give
I
it
mean,
to
if
him.
you really want
That's the point of the money line. Give
Yeah.
it to him.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
take
right.
it.
I guess without that, you could always just, it's the same point system.
It's the same shit.
It's for money. So
He's gonna
minus
get-
4.
He's going to get a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's
And then
fine.
on his
I'll
dollar.
take it.
On
I'll
the
take
one,
it.
on the opposite side, to play the old devil's advocate, how crazy would it be if Pete Carroll figured it out after he was talking
He is a
shit about
Russian
his own
spy.
team?
He's a
he was
Russian
like,
spy.
"Oh, they're a juggernaut, huh? Yeah, we played really well. We made the playoffs, but we're playing the Niners, so he's out there like acting like his team can't win,
Dude.
and he's the miracle fucking man.
In Candlestick, that team is going to mop Geno Smith up and down the field.
Yeah,
Godspeed.
Purdy's 3 touchdowns.
Godspeed.
Purdy.
Godspeed,
Gino.
I'm getting another break.
Hopefully you don't run out of the end zone again.
all right. You're in for the Niners. Who wants to go with their first mortal?
Niners. See it.
I think the Niners might win their first.
Niners
game.
spread.
Niners money.
Niners
money.
Yeah.
That's your
All right.
mortal?
Niners is a good bet.
We'll see how the points pan out. I think I like my odds.
Hey, you guys are taking it so fucking passive. So passive.
I got the Bengals winning the Super Bowl, buddy.
Yeah, I know. But that's a little, throw it in there, create a new kind of like a criteria for this type of committee. Or not committee. Where were we again? The Parlay Princes?
Parlay of Princes.
We're the Parlay of Princes.
The board.
The board. That's it. We're the board.
The board?
This is a fucking board.
Fuck it, the board.
We're the fucking board. The board of the Parlay of Princes.
The board has spoken.
All right, so
The board of the Parlay of Princes has spoken.
you got I got my mortal if anybody wants to hear my mortal.
Go for the mortal.
go,
Rip
buddy.
the mortal. Rip the mortal.
Glover Teixeira to win the belt.
Okay.
Plus 105. That happens on January 25th.
What was it?
Minus 145.
That's not a bad bet.
105.
It's not a
Great
bad
bet.
Plus 105.
You're going to get
That's
a great
really
Plus
not-
105.
That's really
Nice.
not a bad bet. That's a really good bet.
Where is that fight again?
I believe that one is in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
it's in
huge difference. So plus 105, and that is the mortal for your week.
That is my mortal for the week.
What's the date on that? Because I'm
the 21st.
21st. Okay. I'm going to throw that on here just so I can keep track of all this fucking shit as we're going along.
Swigs, what's your mortal?
Swigs, where you got?
For UFC.
The mortal or anything for your
Mortal
mortal.
lock.
So this is like the absolute.
You're gonna bet your house on this.
You're putting your
thing.
fucking mortgage on this goddamn thing this weekend or whenever. What are you taking?
I'm putting the Bills. I'm laying Bills.
You already got the Bills.
-10.
You already got the Bills.
You already took them. You already have them.
Okay.
So you have them as one of your. I mean, you actually have them at the spread. So minus 13. I'm going to recap for you just in case you forgot. Giants +3. Cowboys money line, and then Bills minus 13. So some of I'll read off a few of the other remaining games that you got rolling around. And next time,
Be anything too.
I mean, it could be hockey, could be basketball, anything coming up in this week. So you got the Ravens Bengals game minus 8.5 is the current line I have. I don't know what you got there for the Bengals.
Ravens plus 8.5 on that.
Ravens.
Take the Ravens on that.
As a mortal.
No.
Okay, so you want to take the Bills as your mortal? I'll switch it for you. So now we'll give a little.
I want Bills as the mortal.
Okay, so Bills is the mortal, and you're gonna take the Ravens. You'll take Ravens. What is it? What is it on yours? Because we're using it on Caesars. Okay, so
plus 8.5.
So Swigs is going with the Bills as the mortal minus 13. That's his mortal, and then he's going Ravens plus 8.5. And as we've been trying to do all night, sometimes successfully, sometimes unsuccessfully, I will segue into that as being my mortal. The Ravens are going to cover 8.5 against the Bengals, no matter who the quarterback is.
Cover that.
They're going to cover 8.5.
I don't give a fuck who the quarterback is.
Yeah, we're betting the Ravens cover.
My mortal lock is Ravens plus 8.5 this weekend.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Bengals will win. It'll be a close game though. Yeah, Joe Burrow doesn't play well against the Ravens defense, and they're out for blood. They just beat them last week. It was another typical Cincinnati game where they play really good in the first half. They come out hot. They think that they're going to win the game, and they usually do because their defense is actually pretty underrated. But then the offense just goes to sleep in the second half. So when you do that against a team that really wants to beat you and you don't get the good start, turn into trouble.
Division rivalry. They won the first game.
Division rivalry, man.
The Ravens won 16-13, I think. It was a real close game.
I don't think they have a shot if Lamar Jackson doesn't play to win. Just putting that out there. But I think it'll be closer than a touchdown,
Bills
no matter
them.
who plays
Bills
this quarterback.
beat them fucking handily, especially without Lamar.
No, they didn't. Lamar was there for that
I'm
game.
just saying they do beat them. Even
if they play, yeah.
without him. Yeah, the Bills beat them.
The Bills beat them with Lamar. That was a comeback game for Josh, which most people said he couldn't do. Josh Allen could never come back. He has to always play with a lead or have to have a knockout punch or something like that. And they were down like 17-3 against the fucking Ravens and beat them this year. But
yeah, that's true.
Mortal for the week is the Ravens because it's a divisional fucking game and it's going to be close. It's a playoff game.
Didn't they just get smacked?
They lost by 11, I think.
The Bengals and Ravens, didn't they just play last week?
The Bengals won?
Yeah.
By 11?
I'm pretty sure it was like, here, I'll pull it up right now. It was 27. Yeah, they won by 11, 27-16.
Yeah, it's a pretty shitty mortal lock.
I'll give you the box. I'll give you the box score.
Right?
It's fine. Let him dig his own grave.
First half of the game, dig my own grave.
We got the Niners.
You'll laugh about.
We got the Niners, bro.
24-7 at halftime. Okay, it was 24-7 at halftime in this game. Mind you, that they had their third string quarterback in Baltimore playing.
Typical.
Okay,
typical.
This is 24-7 Cincinnati. Game ending score was 27-16. So you get a couple Tucker field goals. You get a couple Tucker field goals in there. Defense played fine, and Burrow takes a nap in the second half.
I think they were just
You really think that's going to be the same exact game?
I think they were just.
You think they're going to come right back and fucking nothing will change, or it'll be
I think
worse?
Burrow's got the answer.
I don't hate the 8.5. It's risky for Immortal.
Not at all. I almost wanted to make it. I wanted to make it Cowboys ML as the mortal because I really think the Cowboys are going to beat Brady, but
they embarrassed us on Natty week 1 with Dak. I don't know. The Cowboys are so inconsistent.
For the odds, it's minus 110, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not
That's
terrible.
an easy one. That's an easy one.
Not terrible, but not great.
I'm telling you, I'm beating all you motherfuckers, and I
love your bets. I love your bets, and you got the UFC in. Like, favorite fighters rarely lose.
So I'll give you a recap from top to bottom. Who's first? Let's go Beach. Bucks plus 122 money line. Sean Strickland minus 110. Niners money line minus 475. And then Teixeira for the mortal plus 105.
Yep.
We'll go to our boy Sniffs. Bengals Super Bowl plus 800. I love that. It gets the futures into it. It's a great concept to add to the game. I think it adds just a whole different dynamic to it. Dallas this weekend minus 145. Bills minus 13. And I think that was at minus 110 and 2 as well. We'll just make it as real. Any spread's minus 110.
Yeah, any spread is
no matter what it is. And Niners. You want the mortal lock? The mortal lock was Niners minus 475.
We're not going to lose.
Yeah.
Dial it in, buddy.
He's going to win 50 cents, like he said to me. I'm going to win a coin.
Niners
money line 50 cents. We're good.
Niners money line is
fucking, yeah. We're going to fucking...
You gotta hose like
Swigs.
400 to win 100 on it. But.
Swigs has Giants plus 3. Cowboys minus 145 money line. Bills... Oh, I skipped ahead. Sorry, I forgot we changed it. Ravens plus 8.5. And then Bills as your lock mortal.
Those are all Sunday games too, right?
Yeah, Bills minus 13 for the spread.
I really think it's Giants plus 3. Bills.
The boys.
Wow. That could be a good parlay. I kind of actually really like that.
Dial it in, parlay guy.
I threw in my parlay as soon as I picked all those picks. I kind of want to throw it in. And actually, I didn't even take Ravens in my parlay. I didn't even take Ravens spread. I took a money line.
The odds will be gooder right now.
I took Ravens money line in that game.
Gooder?
They're back up. You're betting on Huntley or whatever.
I did it before they announced that Lamar probably wouldn't play. But
Lamar is fucking probably going to play this.
For the competition, I changed it up. So for myself, I have
That's why you take
Jags. Was it Jags money line plus 115? Vikings money line minus 165. The boys, dem fucking boys minus 145, and the Ravens for my mortal 8.5.
I like everything but the mortal. You're strong bets.
Ravens cover.
Why fuck everything up on the Super Bowl champs?
The Ravens play the Bengals again.
It's gonna be close. Ready? Yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be closer.
That game is.
It was more physical than you saw.
It's in Cincy too.
It's gonna be different. Physical. It's gonna be a little bit different, but the fucking Bengals.
Ravens hurt people.
Play.
Jamar's gonna show. They're ready.
Yeah, the Bengals are gonna dictate to play.
They would have won the Super Bowl last year if it wasn't for the refs.
They're nasty, dude. Bengals.
I agree.
Bengals really are.
I mean, he picked them to win the bowl, so.
I don't really see it.
What's hilarious is that his bet immediately loses.
Great pick.
If the money line for Ravens hits.
If your mortal lock hits, his lock loses.
Plenty of time for you to fuck up, buddy.
He still. No.
So you're going
because I took him plus 8.5.
My mortal lock is the Bills.
So they could lose.
Yeah.
My parlay wins though.
I'm taking Bills spread just straight
minus
up.
13. You're taking
a lot, but I think
I definitely want to hammer them minus 9.5. They're going to win by 10.
You gotta understand. Still, every one of those divisional games, no matter who the quarterback is, I'm telling you, it's gonna be close.
I agree.
I fade the Bills line. It's too big. Those games are way too fucking big.
A fucking touchdown.
Is that their backup?
Yeah.
I thought it was Brett Hundley. No.
For who?
Never.
For who?
The Ravens.
Oh, he was talking about Dolphins.
Oh, it's the Ravens. Brett Hundley or whatever, right?
Yeah, but it's someone else. It was Anthony Jones.
They've moved on from Brett.
No, he got hurt too.
Why not?
Anthony Brown.
The cornerback for the Cowboys last year.
Might be. Here's this. How about this? Anthony Brown, awful fucking quarterback. Okay, he was 19 for 44 with 2 picks and a 46 rating against the Bengals last week, and they won by 11.
Phenomenal.
That's it. Bengals suck. They're so fucking overrated. You telling me that they had a 3rd-string quarterback who was a corner for the fucking Dallas, and they only beat them by 11 at home?
I know,
because they took a second half off. If they roll out anybody else besides this fucking bum, they could win.
Have you never seen a team not try in the second half because they won the game and are going to the playoffs next week?
It's because of Burrow, too.
You think that's a playoff atmosphere? They don't give a fuck how much they win by.
All the starters played the whole game. Burrow was fucking. I mean, he had a decent game.
Ready to go.
25 for 42 for 200 and a touchdown. 81 rating for Burrow last week.
We'll see how it
Okay.
What an MVP.
The Bengals are way better
This
than the
dude
Ravens
is going to be
Lamar.
not throwing these types of games. He's going.
Yeah, it's a playoff game now, a real one.
Yeah, they're going to throttle
No coin
that
flip.
fucking
No
sorry
coin
ass
flip
squad.
celebration.
He's throttled.
Good luck. That's all I can say.
Dude, Joey Burr is scary good.
Yeah, he is good. I don't doubt him.
For 4
Then
years.
Jamar and T.
I'm a
it
Steelers
actually
fan,
pays.
dude. I got to play against this fucking guy.
It pays to bet
I don't
with
like
the
him.
Bengals
I
spread.
don't like him, dude. He's too good.
All year long, the Bengals spread has paid out, I think, like 13 times out of 16.
Yeah, they're great because they started off bad, too.
The Bengals are nasty, dude.
That's why I think the playoffs are different.
Nasty.
That's why I think it'll be different in the playoffs.
It's all Jamar Chase, too. Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are some of the best receivers in the league.
Jamar, unbelievable.
Jamar is unbelievable. And you got Joey Burr with T. Higgins and fucking Jamar Chase.
So you guys feel good about how the competition would play out? We're okay with it. Any odds or
Pay Vegas odds.
By the way, just so you guys are aware, there is a 5th leg to this, and his name for this podcast is That Guy. It's my other brother-in-law.
Yes.
He is.
I think Silent Partner is in on it too.
Silent Partner's in on it too.
Yes. So we have an original 6.
Silent
Fine,
Partner.
let's let it roll.
My brother.
Yeah,
So we got original 6.
So it's the original
And
6 on
we
this
still haven't
competition.
figured out what we're playing for, but
Yeah.
we'll play for something.
I like
Maybe
it.
we'll make up our own fucking trophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
You have
love it.
some,
Let's
some,
make our own
some
fucking
a
trophy.
belt. No,
Tinfoil
a
hat?
belt.
Yeah.
It's got to be a belt.
Well, I gotta
Tinfoil hat. Tinfoil
fucking
hat.
meet the
Fuck.
boys first.
Hey.
I haven't met
Oh,
them.
we'll have
Tinfoil
every-
belt.
It's a
That's
tinfoil
it.
belt.
It's a tinfoil belt.
I'll have
I'll
T-Rex
meet-
make
You're
it.
the
my
conspiracy
God,
champ.
that's it.
Conspiracy champ.
That's fucking it.
I love it.
And the winner gets to wear it the entire year after they won.
On the pod.
While we're doing it.
It's going to be so fun to wear that thing.
We thank everyone for joining us here on a very special episode of Mortal Sportsman.
You want to say your Twitter?
Yeah, follow us at Leaving Earth Podcast. That's at Leaving Earth Podcast.
It's actually at Leaving Earth Pod. You made
that's
that
right.
one. Way to go.
Oops,
That
one slipped.
Yeah.
You just gotta get
Yeah, I do.
snippets of her.
Because
At Johnny_Anchors. I mean, we could create some for you guys. That's my
could.
burner, by the way. You guys should follow that. It's a fucking hot one.
Heavy.
At Johnny_Anchors. And
at Beejafef, that's Beejafef, BEEJAPHETH, Beejafef.
Of course.
Of course, that's
by the
how
way,
call
you
it.
know you can change that.
Sure, but I like it.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
know
love
why
it.
I like
I
it?
thought it was hilarious. I honestly think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know why I like it? Because T-Rex hates that I have to spell it out every single time.
Yeah, but
Because ain't nobody gonna get Beejafef
You
from
might
me
wanna
just
make
saying
your
it.
product convenient, but I also like the allure. Of
have you ever
being
seen some of the
impossible to
Twitter
spell.
names that people have?
I think my
They're
shit's
ridiculous.
great.
Yeah, no,
you
it's-
know now because you're on Twitter.
I do know now. It's
So
crazy.
there's some crazy fucking names out there in the Twitter sphere. I thought it was original. It's a fucking biblical name. Japheth is one of Noah's like great grandsons or something like that. Because we read the Bible on one of our other podcasts and talked about it and came some crazy theories out of that too. Wow. Guys should listen to our shit.
Yeah, you definitely
You have to
should.
now because you're a part of it. You're now
and just so you guys are aware,
inclined.
Patreon.com/Leaving Earth Podcast. Make sure you put in the podcast because if you get Leaving Earth, don't subscribe to them because that's not us. But Leaving Earth Podcast at Patreon.com. And yeah.
They need a TV mount, so
Yeah.
You're going to get a TV
Get on
mount,
it.
a camera, and potentially
We're gonna have a betting live.
And
a live. Oh my God, if we would make it someday to have our own book.
We're gonna.
One can only judge. We took a great step here. I'm gonna call out. You guys have anything left?
Yeah, I got a little bit.
No, yeah, we're done.
I'm out. All right, well, should we take one more shot?
I was gonna
If you
say,
want
no.
to.
I'm ready to
Everyone's
fucking
out.
skip it down. No more shots.
Okay.
After me.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to everybody.
Hey. Thanks. Thanks for having us. It was fun.
Take it easy.
Definitely gonna do it again. Definitely gonna do it again.
What was it?
What was that? It was Take it easy.
Peace.